There we go. There I'm on restream. My bad, y'all. I forgot how to work this shit. I definitely forgot how to work this shit. Yo, I got my bells and whistles over here. I'm about to stick with restream. I got some of my bells and whistles over here. I got my.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
I got that. I got.
1 2 1 2 1 2 5. Hop in a hot mess for the one time.
I got that. I
Goodbye. Goodbye.
got.
Get the flip flop shit on me.
Oh, I'm staying on restream. They let you keep your bells and whistles for free over here. Oh, fuck StreamYard. Fuck StreamYard. They let me keep my bells and whistles over here in StreamYard. And the screen is bigger. I don't gotta be all on the camera now. Screen bigger. All right, so how do you? All right, let me. The only problem is it doesn't put up a what's a face. It doesn't put up a reminder like StreamYard does. I got some of my bells and whistles. Oh wait, why is my avatar Trip C's avatar? Gotta change that. I keep forgetting me and Trip C's flip flopping it out of this motherfucker. Okay, there we go. Bam. Shadow first in the building. I got my gear back. I got my bells and whistles over here. Oh, it's finna be lit. For those of you who wasn't here yesterday, um, that's my uncle now. He called me nephew. He said I'm his nephew. So Unc came through. Uh, the honorable brother El Malik Muhammad came through, graced us with some informative information. Now I know why Umar says black queens forever, snow bunnies never. We know now. Apparently, his um, dad left his mother for a white woman. You gotta switch your avatars, sis.
I am.
We gotta go through that again.
Right.
But I forgot they let you keep your bells and whistles over here.
Yeah, it's a totally different set of bells and whistles that have to be paid for on Restream.
Yeah, but over here, all I need is my basic ones.
Manny asking for your email. Hey everybody.
Hold on, I'll put it in the chat.
I ain't gonna be here for long because I'm sleepy than a mofo.
Word. I
Mm-hmm.
went to work late today. I'm putting it in the chat now. That's my email right there. I just put it in the chat. But yeah, apparently I ran out my streaming limit in StreamYard. I just got it back a week, not even a week.
Well, you sure you were in the right
Yeah,
account?
I'm on my limit on both of them. I'm like, how the fuck I just got it back?
You probably started out on one and flipped to the other one before it was
I
done.
might have, but I'm sticking with Restream right now. I get my bells and whistles. I keep forgetting you're allowed to put the chat. When I saw Nick was yesterday, I'm like, damn man, I miss Restream.
I've been told you that. You
Go
just
back to
didn't like
Restream.
it.
Yeah, and then I got that background. Yeah. Oh wait, let's see if this. Ooh, you got the sky background. I like that. Oh, I like that. But sis, I don't know if you missed that part.
Mm.
Now we know why he says black queens forever, snow bunnies never. His dad
Why?
left his mother for a white woman.
I can see that.
That's where the hatred comes from.
His daddy looked like he liked to play
Yeah,
in the
when
snow.
he dropped that last night, dropped that intel on his last night, I was like, what? Yeah.
Oh, so he abusive and he left his wife for a white woman. I can't. And why do you think this man should be a leader?
Right. I mean, his dad ain't never, well, the one mistake, the biggest mistake he made was telling that boy he was related to Frederick. That's the one thing. That's the only thing.
I don't know. I don't know his daddy to say yay or nay. All I know is his mama should have swallowed him.
Oh,
Umar.
well, I do know somebody out here that has a YouTube channel, and Umar's father is his mentor, and I do trust this guy a lot. I think he's a very good dude. Actually,
hey Chris,
he's out there, like he's like
Shadow.
I think he's like Dominican, black and Cuban, but he looks black. He looks like a light skinned black dude.
Well, I know his Umar dad did some kind of activism work, but his mama a slip and fall artist, so
he definitely be
birds of a feather.
He be out here. He be out here. He be out here.
That's what I said. He do activism, but like I just said, his mama a slip and fall specialist. So birds of a feather sometimes flock together. So I don't know.
And you see, as soon as he realized that Umar was scamming, the first thing he did was jump out here and say, "Hey, look, I don't condone this shit."
Yeah. Or maybe that's why he left Umar mama.
Might. He left her for a white woman.
Maybe it wasn't even about the white woman. I said maybe it wasn't even about the white woman in the first place.
About that. But why? I'm still trying to figure out, why does Umar look older than his dad?
Because that's the life he living.
Yeah, because his father don't look that old.
A day over 50, and Umar look like he pushing 70 something.
Yeah, he don't look a day over 50. Early 50s, maybe late 40s.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Shadow Manny.
Did you hear? Dame Dash, this is what we're talking about today. Dame Dash is suing Camron for $300 million.
Why?
$300 million. We're about to find out.
I didn't say how much.
I just saw the title. And Knee Slap, look at YP here. Knee Slap dropped a Rise and Fall YP joint. That shit was hilarious.
Hey, Mr. Knowledge.
Yo, it was
I'm gonna have to miss y'all tonight.
I didn't see.
Cause I'm sleepier than a mofo.
I'm about to look at it now, Manny. I did not see some of these videos. I might check that out a little bit too.
My nose stopped up too, I ain't about to fall asleep up here and be snoring on y'all ass.
Wait, why ain't my other email in here?
Are you in the right account, brother?
I only put one email account in here? It already exists. I know. So why isn't it letting me sign in?
Are you trying to sign in or are you trying to
Yeah,
sign up?
I'm trying to sign in. Add
I'm,
another account.
I'm saying make sure it's not the sign up page.
Oh, I was already on it. I was already on it. Duh.
Yeah.
Doofus with doofus.
I'm about to, Lance. I'm about to be out here slobbing. I'll see y'all later.
All right.
But
Appreciate you for stopping
sleep
by, sis.
trying to no problem, bro. Sleep trying to beat my ass. I'll catch the next one.
All right.
All right.
But yeah, in other news, you said you found the video, a rare video of YP2 Hole. We might go over those joints tonight too. Damn, I keep forgetting to hit Slack. I'm terrible at communicating. Ooh, we're gonna look at that too. Yeah, I think I know what this is. Flashback, Dallas Ayana. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna look at that too. But yeah, Dame Dash is suing Camron for $300 million. So we about to take a look at that. And Lemon Live, that's where. Lemon Line honor YouTubian. Oh, come on, Doom. Why are you going there, Lennon? He be acting like he be knowing niggas too sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, Doom funny as shit. Doom be having me cracking the fuck up. I don't know if he be trolling or not. But let's get into the this situation with Camron and Dame Dash to see what they talking about. But the dude breaks down the whole lawsuit. So we about to find out what they talking about. And then we can get into a little bit of this YP. And then I want to go over some of the interview that I did with Brother El Malik Muhammad last night. For those of you who did not see that interview. Word. So let's go. Nequa. Shout out to Nequa, because Nequa the one who got me back on Restream. Okay. That's what I want to do here. Damn, I'm little as shit. There we go. I think that's much better. God damn, I'm little as hell. Maybe if I take this, let me take this off. Bam. And then put this like this. Slam. Blam. There we go. My bad, y'all. I forgot how to work this shit. I'm trying to figure this shit out. That's not him. Who the fuck is you talking about? What you mean that's not him? This is clearly, yo, I get the fuck out of my comments. I hate when stupid people get in my comments. Oh, you caught the replay? All right, well, we'll do some rise and fall, young Pharaoh. If you caught the replay.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nacho, and welcome to Coolin TV. Now, Dame is not letting go of this whole Cam situation, dog. All right, now, this whole paid in full thing got Dame hot. This man was up at like 3 a.m. last night, probably talking to his lawyer, and around that time, he posted a whole $300 million lawsuit on Cam. Now, we're gonna go over the whole lawsuit. He posted all the paperwork on Instagram, too.
Yeah, definitely follow my sissy poo, Nequa B. That's her channel. information right there. I don't like this right here. Oh, let me fix that. I don't like that. I don't like that one either. No, we'll go back with the round one. Yeah, that's much. Yeah, yeah. But follow Nick with BTV. Definitely got some great content, spoken word poetry. She definitely has great commentary. Definitely go over there, subscribe. She's back on the scene, stacking much green. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Why does it make me so little? No, I ain't see it. Well, I ain't see the curry chicken. How does it look on the phone? Let me see something real quick. How does it look on the phone? Yeah, that is tiny. I gotta take the chat out. This is little. It's even small when I like that. Maybe if I and then do that. No, that's not. No. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Right, looks very tiny, right? I don't like that. Yeah, we'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. Because this video is mostly talking anyway. When we get to the young Pharaoh stuff, I'll make myself smaller.
Now we gonna start with his post. So the first slide say Dame Dash plus family office sends demand letter to Camron for $300 million lawsuit. We gonna go over the caption of what Dame said first, then we gonna go over the lawsuit paperwork. So in the caption, Dame said, I never hustle with Camron. He's a civilian, but he's fucking with my family office and he's now made my wife and two of my sons uncomfortable. I would never do anything violent and I don't want anyone that loves me to do anything violent. So this is the only way I can handle this. So this is my version of how the Godfather handled Pharaoh. I knew it was going to be one of my brothers. I just didn't know it was going to be you, bro. And that does make me sad. We'll just have to let a judge decide like businessman, and I don't find it funny. I hope you don't have any houses in your name. They're about to be mine, with a laugh in them.
Yo, I think this was a setup on Dame's part. I think, nigga, you going broke and you're looking for a come up and you made Camron an easy target. I think you wanted to go back and forth with this man because you knew what type of person he was. You knew that he was going to call you son. You knew he was going to say all the things that he said. And you built it up this way. You kept going back and forth with him so you can say some things so you can try to sue him for this money. Mr. Switchy, what's up? I think this was a setup. I think he purposely baited him into a back and forth so he can pull this shit that he's pulling right now this way. I think that's what he's doing. He's trying to pull a fast one. Right, and I think he's trying to pull a fast one.
Emoji. And Big Fendi, I do forgive you because I consider you my brother. Never let any man go to your family, wife, or kids. Protect them at all costs. I bet you'll shut the fuck up now. I dare you to say something, Godfather. Then he tagged this Daniel D dude. Dane posted a whole screenshot of a text message conversation, I guess, with Cam. And it's a thumbnail for a new movie called Honor Up. And Dane said, I suggest you send this to blank, and you went too far. You broke my heart, Fredo. We can squash this, but you have to holler at Daniel. I'm not talking to you anymore. So Dame ain't playing with Cam. He put a $300 million lawsuit. He said he ain't talking to him no more. You know, Cam can talk to Daniel. Now let's go over this lawsuit. It's pretty lengthy, so we're gonna try to go through it pretty quick, all right? It starts with formal demand for $300 million in damages, defamation, tortures.
Wait a minute. And the thing about it is, first of all, Cam ain't got 300 million. Let's just be real about that. He might got maybe. Hold on. Let's check. Let's check his net worth. What is Camron's net worth? About 6 million right now, bro. Like, you suing him for 300 million. The nigga's only worth 6. Like, what are you? Like, he's trying to. It sounds like he's trying to sue this man and have him paying him the rest of his life. Like, he got something. He got more than Dame, and I think that's what it is. I think you're jealous. I think you're mad that all the people that came up under you are now richer than you, or you're broke. I think that's what it is. You went over there. I think he killed. I don't know, man. That interview with the Breakfast Club, I think it was pure entertaining, but it was kind of annoying. Dame seems like a fucking narcissist to me. Seems like a huge. I never liked him. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I never liked Dame Dash. I think Jay-Z did him dirty, but I never liked him. He was just always annoying. Like, he was just that annoying guy in the background that just, every video he in the background doing this dance. Fucking annoying, bro. It's the rock.
Interference, business disparagement, harassment, conspiracy, and unjust enrichment. Dear Mr. Giles, which is Cam, this office represents Damon Dash, Raquel Horn, and the Dash Group. Please be advised that this letter constitutes a formal demand for immediate corrective action and compensation arising from your unlawful act.
And look, you can see it, like his teeth, like his lip sunk in. That's how you know his teeth was missing right there. They lip shaking, like the lip is like his mouth is sucking in his lip.
Raquel Horn and the Dash Group. Please be advised that this letter constitutes a formal demand for immediate corrective action and compensation arising from your unlawful actions. Factual background: 1. Defamation of Damon Dash. You made repeated public statements, including on Instagram, falsely calling Mr. Dash a liar and undermining his credibility and connections with Bosses Take Losses and other business dealings. You admitted on video that the entire situation was a lineup, thereby conceding participation and reputational sabotage. These actions interfere with Mr. Dash's business negotiations, including with Rockefeller and Jay-Z. Defamation and harassment of Raquel Horn. You published social media posts falsely stating that Damon Dash owns nothing and that all assets are in Ms. Horn's name. You disparaged Ms. Horn personally, causing humiliation, reputational harm, and emotional distress. Disparagement of the Dash Group by publicly attacking.
This is a reach. This whole lawsuit is a reach, bro. What about the things that you said about him, though? Like, you mad because you lost the battle? You went back and forth with him. You were saying disparaging things. You mad because he offered your son some money to come on and join. He never specified or what he wanted to talk about when he invited your son on the show. So that's a reach. He undermined your business deals. How? You lied, nigga. You claim that you own the percentage of Revolt and all this other stupid shit, and come to find out that you fucking lied. You butthurt you lost the battle. You just taking L's everywhere.
In Mr. Dash's ownership, interest, and credibility, you damage the Dash Group's reputation and interfere with its ability to conduct business. This constitutes business disparagement and torches, interference with prospective economic advantage, attacks on family. You made false statements about the ownership of Mr. Dash and Ms. Horn residence. You made comments that forced Mr. Dash to involve his son, Christian Dash, causing him discomfort. You attempted to pay Damon Dash the second $5,000 to appear on your show for the purpose of embarrassing his father, despite knowing the sensitive nature of their relationship.
See, he never specified what he wanted you on, and he wanted him on the show for. He just offered him money to come on the show and talk. Camron even said it. He never was going to talk about you. He just offered him money to come on the show. He never specified what he wanted to talk about. And unless you have proof on what he wanted to talk to your son about, that's a reach too. This whole entire thing is a fucking reach. This is just a narcissistic man that can't take a L. You You're taking a huge L on this one, Dame. This is embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you. You wanted to punch Charlemagne in the mouth, but you suing Cam. This is some sucker shit, bro. On the real. In my opinion, this is very suckerish. Suffering succotash. This is very suffering succotash. That's how you talk right now. With it, you see the video where he was trying to like hold the things in his mouth, like like I'm gonna show you this one video after this where he's like struggling to keep his teeth in his mouth. That shit was horrible.
5 pink mink cannabis deal. Mr. Dash introduced to you Larry Smith for the purpose of pursuing a cannabis venture, including the proposed pink mink strain. You went behind his back and pursued the deal directly, cutting him out entirely. This constitutes misappropriation of business opportunity, bad faith, and unjust enrichment. Dipset Clothing Company. Mr. Dash co-founded the Dipset Clothing.
That's what it is. You heard what he just said? He cut him out of a deal. That's what your butt hurt about. That's what your butt hurt about. That's what you really butt hurt about. He cut you out of a deal. Now we get into the meat and potatoes. That's what you're really sad about. And from what I've heard, what Cam said, he tried to do you a favor. He said he got 3 different shows that he can put on Revolt that he ain't put out yet. He has 3 slots, and he offered you one of those slots. But he had to be the executive producer, just like Dame did to him. He put Cam shit out, but he had to be the executive producer, right? So Cam was like, okay, well, that's what we're gonna do. The tables have turned. Now I'm the big boss, and oh no, I'm the OG, this, that, and the third, and Cam said he said yes, but then he turned around and was like, "Oh no, I'm the OG. He can't executive produce my nigga. He trying to get you a bag. If this cat don't stop meowing out front of my goddamn, I fed this cat one time outside in my backyard. And this motherfucker won't stop meowing in the back of my goddamn door. I fed this cat one fucking time, but he's been sitting at this door since yesterday, meowing at the back door. I'm not giving you no more food. But motherfucking cat trying to eat me out of house and home. But Dame, I think your biggest issue is your pride. You let your pride bury you, bro. You got the pride of a 19-year-old, bro. You got the ego of a 19-year-old. You know how when you're young and you think you the shit and can't nobody tell you nothing. When you coming into yourself, when you first transition into an adult, you think you the shit, man. You think you know everything. You think can't nobody touch. He still has that ego. You still ain't learned, bro. You still ain't learned. You gotta take what you can get, bro. You going bankrupt. You file for bankruptcy, my nigga. Nigga try to throw you a bag. I don't care what he trying to do. He said, bro, these cats can get them. Yo, I originally was gonna take the cat in because I wanted to catch some of these goddamn mice running around here. But
Introduced to you Larry Smith for the purpose of pursuing a cannabis venture, including the proposed pink mink strain. You went behind his back and pursued the deal directly, cutting him out entirely. This constitutes
See, he mad, but that's what it really is. I don't think it's about none of this other shit. I think it's solely on the fact that Cam cut him out of this pink mink deal or whatever, and he butthurt about it. You're not the OG no more, bro. You was the OG when you had Rockefeller. You're not that no more. He seemed like he got that young Pharaoh complex. He don't know when to give it up, bro. You're not that no more. Shit, I had to realize that, I was the shit in high school, right? And when I got out of high school, about like 4 years out of being out of high school, I'm still thinking that I still got that high school reputation, that high school pool, and everybody's growing up around me, and I was staying stagnant. I'm thinking, I'm still young. I'm gonna hustle. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And I thought people still looked at me the same way they did in high school. It was a rude awakening. Like, bro, you not that no more, bro. We all grown. And that's what it is with Dame. That's what it is with young Pharaoh. That's what it is. They put you up on a pedestal, but once motherfuckers start elevating themselves, that pedestal gets shorter and shorter and shorter. I had to learn that shit the hard way. You ain't Mr. Popular no more. You ain't that. He said, "Is the soul Goji."
Appropriation of business opportunity, bad faith, and unjust enrichment. Dipset Clothing Company. Mr. Dash co-founded the Dipset Clothing Company with the expectation of a 50-50 ownership structure. He funded production, created samples, and financed promotion and content. You excluded him from ownership and profits in breach of an agreement in the unjust enrichment of yourself. Pattern of historic sabotage. Years ago, you premature.
See? And I think he's talking about that revolt deal that they was going to give him. Cam was going to give him one of his slots and said, we can do that, but I have to be the executive producer. Meaning, I'm giving you my slot, bro. That's part of my bag. I need something out of it too, bro. Like, what did you think this was? You didn't sign me off of love for me as a person. You signed me to make money. It's the same thing, bro. Like, what did you think? And your ego wouldn't allow Himrella, right? You not Himrella no more. What did your ego wouldn't allow you to just chalk it up and let Cam executive? It was still your shit. He was just the executive producer. You mad because you're not the boss anymore? Sometimes you gotta do what Chris Rock say. Sometimes you gotta play tambourine. You can go from lead singer to drum player to motherfucking tambourine. Sometimes even backup dance. Whatever you can get, especially when you're going bankrupt. I'm backup dancing like a motherfucker. What the fuck wrong with you, bro? Going bankrupt. I'm backup dancing like a motherfucker. What you talking about? Tambourine, motherfucker, tambourine. Sometimes you ain't the lead. You can't be the lead singer all the time, bro. That's his problem. He think he got to be the lead singer. Sometimes you got to play the banjo. It is what it is, bro.
Company. Mr. Dash co-founded the Dipset Clothing Company with the expectation of a 50-50 ownership structure. He funded production, created samples, and financed promotion and content. You excluded him from ownership and profits in breach of an agreement in the unjust enrichment of yourself. Pattern of historic sabotage. Years ago, you prematurely announced the confidential Rockefeller business conversations, damaging Mr. Dash's relationship with Jay-Z and the Rockefeller team. While the statute of limitations may bar a standalone claim, these acts demonstrate.
He really went and blamed Cam for the Rockefeller breakup. Oh, he really went and blamed Cam for the Rock. You premature nigga, you told him that. You won't wait 20 years later. Every time Cam has brought this up, you defended this nigga. Every time he brought this shit up, you defend. Now all of a sudden it's his fault. No, Ho was gonna leave you either way, bro. Ho, it was only a matter of time before Jay-Z's a snake like that. It was only a matter of time. He used you and absorbed your business mind. And when he didn't need your business mind anymore because he knew the game, he didn't need you no more. Now bro, this is narcissism at its finest. At its finest. There are videos of you defending Cam. Yo, I'm telling you, if you don't get away from my door, I'm getting my BB gun, you little fucker.
demonstrate a long-standing pattern of malicious intent that continues to this day. Damages. As a direct and proximate result of your conduct, the plaintiff has suffered reputational harm, emotional distress, and a loss of business opportunities. Collectively, damages are estimated at $300 million. Accordingly, our clients hereby demand that you, within 14 days of receipt of this letter, cease and desist from making further false, defamatory, or disparaging statements regarding Damon Dash, Raquel Horn, or the Dash Group. Remove all posts and issues a full public retraction and apology on Instagram and any other platforms where the statements were made. Provide a full accounting of all revenues and profits derived from the Dipset clothing company. And
bro, now I see why Hov left your ass, bro. Now I see. Now Jay-Z don't look like a snake no more to me, bro. I mean, he's still a snake in my eyes, but I think he had legit reason to get the fuck away from you, bro. And now I can see why Beanie Siegel chose to go rock with Jay-Z when it split. Now I can see why the people who chose to go with Hov when it split with Hov. Now I can really see why these motherfuckers got away from you, bro. And Cam keep saying, like, you know, I got love for you, Dame, and this, that, and then you, bro, you this is an L. That's what I'm saying. Rockefeller broke up 20 years ago. And 20 years later, you want to blame him for it? You try to sue him for it? That's ego, bro. You thought that if you really felt that way all these years, why now? I think it's because you're going broke. Your ego carried you for 20 years, and now it's been shattered. You're getting a reality check from everybody around you, letting you know that you ain't Himrella no more. You ain't Himrella. You was just sitting here on Breakfast Club bragging and boasting about how you got all this and you made this deal and you made that deal. Now all of a sudden you're trying to sue Camron for $300 million. That screams broke Rella. I hope Cam dragged this shit out so you have to keep paying that lawyer, bro. On some real shit. In my opinion, I really do. I hope Cam drags this out so you got to keep paying that lawyer. You're going to go broke. I'm telling you, you're going to go broke. He's going to drag this shit out for years. And you're going to go broke trying to sue him. You heard it here first, my prediction. This is my prediction on this. Dame is going to go broke trying to sue him. Because he's going to drag this shit out. Look, you little fucker. Where my BB gun at? You better get off my porch.
The G5 Pink Mink cannabis venture and remit to Mr. Dash his rightful ownership interest. Compensate plaintiffs in the amount of $300 million. Preserve all evidence, including social media posts, videos, communication with Larry Smith, business records related to.
And you know how I don't think he's serious about this? Hold on, where we at? We at 13 minutes and 26 seconds. In the beginning, he wrote a post on his Instagram saying, you know, I never hustled with Camron. He's a civilian, but he's fucking with my family office. And now he's made my wife and two of my sons uncomfortable. You never mentioned that in any of the interviews. I would never do anything violent, and I don't want anyone that loves me to do anything violent. So this is the only way I can handle this. He said, I hope you don't own any houses in your name. They're about to be mine. I don't think that's going to go over in court. This is how I know your ego is taking over. It's an overdrive. Who does that when they sue somebody? This is how I know his ego is in overdrive. it's an overdrive. You don't sue somebody and then taunt them. This is what he did. He sued them. He sued Camron, sending a cease and desist so Camron can't talk about him no more, or it's going to look bad in a lawsuit. But then taunt him at the same time to say something back. Where they do that at? That's not going to go over good with the judge. I know that for a fact. Judge, if I can point that out, I'm pretty sure Cameron's lawyer is going to point that out. I'm pretty sure a judge is going to see that. Like you sent them assist to stop talking, but yet you're taunting him on the internet. Your ego is in overdrive. For somebody that claims he's so smart, this was very fucking dumb. Right? This is what young Pharaoh called fictitious litigation. A young Pharaoh, where is young Pharaoh when you actually need him? Fictitious litigation. Violation of the Second Amendment. Where is young Pharaoh when you need this nigga? Hey Pharaoh, YP, this is real fictitious litigation right here. You want to talk about fictitious litigation? There you go. You can talk about it all you want on this one. Oh no, let me go back.
As a direct and proximate result of your conduct, the plaintiff has suffered reputational harm, emotional distress, and a loss of business opportunities. Collectively, damages are estimated at $300 million. Accordingly, our clients hereby demand that you, within 14 days of receipt of this letter, cease and desist from making further false, defamatory, or disparaging statements regarding Damon Dash, Raquel.
See? He sent them a cease and desist, so Cam can't say nothing without looking back in court. Cam can't say nothing. I'm pretty sure Cam is going to find his way around that. And then you taunt him on the internet as well. This guy, he repping Beta. You ever see Stomp Yard? He repping Beta. He repping Beta. He repping Beta. He repping Beta. You ever see Stomp Yard? He repping Beta. Me and my brother used to say that all the time. That nigga repping Beta. Mr. Dawes, he said 5 acts, 4 inventions. Oh my God, if the cat don't get the fuck off of my porch, leave me alone! I give you no more food.
Horn or the Dash Group, remove all posts and issues a full public retraction and apology on Instagram and any other platforms where the statements were made. Provide a full accounting of all revenues and profits derived from the Dipset clothing company and the G5 Pink Mink cannabis venture, and remit to Mr. Dash his rightful ownership interest. Compensate plaintiffs in the amount of $300 million. Preserve all evidence, including social media posts, videos, communication with Larry Smith, business records related to Dipset clothing and cannabis deals, text, emails, and direct messages. So, bro, Dame ain't playing, bro. All right, he put all that in this lawsuit. Now he demanded $300 million. We don't know if he gonna get it or not. Cam,
make sure y'all hitting that like button. He ain't getting that money. This lawsuit is frivolous than the motherfucker, bro. He ain't getting that money. He trying to sue Cam for $294 million he ain't even got. He can't worth $6 million. For the simple fact that you're trying to sue him for $300 million, knowing he only got 6, the judge is gonna look at him like, oh yeah, he wants some bullshit. Ain't no judge in his right mind, in my opinion. He might find a judge that'll take this shit, but I don't think no judge in his right mind is going to look at this case and be like, yeah, you got a good case, you got a strong case. What lawyer is pursuing this? You must be paying him hefty. And that's why I think that he's going to run out of money. Because any lawyer that's pursuing this frivolous ass case, he got to be paying him a lot to put his reputation on the line like that. King Edo, what's up? Manzi, what's up? He got to be paying him a lot of money. Oh my God, I'm about to shoot this cat. If he don't get the fuck off of my porch. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. 20 people in the chat. A million at the most. I don't think he get one drip drop dime. Yo, you paying him a million at the most. You gotta be. You gotta be paying this lawyer a hefty ass amount of money to be putting his reputation on the line for this frivolous ass. Max, Manzi, he is blaming Camron for the Rockefeller breakup because Cam announced that Dame did. And first of all, that was your fault for telling the man that you wanted to make him president. That was your fucking fault. Rakib, peace and welcome. He said Dame never had a reputation. No, I'm talking about the lawyer. Whatever lawyer is taking this case, he got to be out, bro. I'd have looked at this shit and be like, bro, you got to pay me a lot for me to put my. You got to set me up for retirement for me to put my reputation on the line like this. Or his lawyer ego is just as big as his. He said the cat hit lick. That's what I'm saying. Now this motherfucker won't leave my porch. I gave him this motherfucker was waiting for me to get off work. I walk up on the joint, this motherfucker sitting at the bottom of the step waiting for me. So I give him some meat. Give him 3 slices of meat, which I gave him yesterday. He left. Yesterday he left. Now today he's motherfucker sitting out my goddamn thing meowing at the door right now. About to catch a hot one.
Already responded saying, shut up. Nah, nigga, I just started. LOL. Fuck out of here with your chat GPT lawsuit. LOL. When I countersue, you'll really never get out the hole you already in, little nigga. Let's
see. I knew it. I knew it. Only put it up full mass. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Cam said, shut up. Nigga, I just got started. LOL. LOL. No, LOL. Cam, I think you fucked that one up. Is that a thing? LOL? I think you forgot an L. But fuck out of here with your chat GPT lawsuit. LOL. When I countersue, you really gonna have to get out of the hole that you in, little nigga. Let's play, baby. Yeah, I told you. Cam gonna countersue. Is gonna drag this shit out, and Dame is gonna be in a hole. That's his fucking problem. He think he's smarter than everybody. That's his problem. That's Dame's biggest problem, yo. He really think he's the smartest man, and he got that YP complex. Something heavy. He really think that he's smart. He think he's the smartest in the room. Maybe at one time you was, but you're not no more. Oh, it's a double laugh out loud. Okay. Look, man, I don't know all this. Somebody, they be sending me, the young boys in my job be sending me abbreviations. I'll be texting them like, come on, man, you know I'm in my 30s. I don't know what the fuck that shit mean. But, his ego. He think he's smarter than everybody, bro. You about to, that's why I say his ego is in overdrive right now. Overdrive. Bro, you seriously about to put yourself in a bigger hole than you're already in. You said put your glasses on, bro. But he really gonna fuck himself on this one, bro. He really about to put himself in a hole. Something terrible. And it's
play, baby. So apparently Cam gonna countersue. All right, he gonna countersue. I really don't know what's gonna be in that countersuit, but we gonna find out. All right, now the lawsuit says they got 14 days to pay up $300 million. So I'm sure Cam on the phone with his lawyer already. Days to pay up.
Was this nigga smoking one of them cigarello cigarettes? Y'all know them brown cigarettes? Bro, not only is you smoking cigarettes, nigga, you smoking Rello cigarettes. No wonder why your fucking teeth fell out. No, I can't wait till I get my money. I'm whitening my shit about to get hooked all up. I'm whitening my shit and all that. I'm getting glasses back, all that. Wait till my money come. I got like, you say I gotta sign the paper 30 days. Wait for them to email me the paper now. But ouch. Yeah, that's that roll with a leaf cigarette. Bro, no wonder why your fucking teeth missing that. You smoking them cowboy murderers. Not cowboy killers, cowboy murderers. Moidalized. Them cigarillos moidalized his teeth. His teeth got moidalized. How Bugs Bunny used to say, come on, I'll moidalize you. That's what them cigarillos did to his teeth.
Gonna find out. All right, now the lawsuit says they got 14 days to pay up $300 million.
He got one of them brown Virginia Slim Jones. You know what I'm talking about? Them skinny, they look like Virginia Slims, but they're brown. That's what he's smoking on right now. Cam got veneers too. That's why his teeth poke out too. I don't know why he talking about somebody's teeth. You think anybody notice? You got a when you talk now. You think we ain't noticed that too, Cam? You went from I got a whole new blame plan to every time you talk. Right. This motherfucker trying to eat me out of house and home, bro.
So I'm sure Cam on the phone with his lawyer already working this countersuit out, and it's just about to get interesting.
But you know the crazy thing about it is when I walk by, it's cat food. Somebody went to the stores next door because I live above stores, and there's an alleyway right there. I live above a jewelry store. Somebody put a thing of cat food out there for the cat. The motherfucker got cat food out there. That's what's pissing me off. He ain't even touched the cat food. He walked right by that motherfucker and came on my porch. You're not getting no more slabs of meat.
Y'all. So according to this lawsuit, you know, Cam can't get on the internet no more. He can't go on Instagram and try to respond with no video or nothing like that. So I guess that's why he just commented on this post. But we'll see if he go out and make a video. Cam might do it, knowing him.
He said instead of diamond earrings, that nigga need to get some poly grip. Diabolical.
Now let's go to the videos that caused Dame to file this lawsuit.
Nah, bro. I ain't know you be lying like this, bro.
Here we go.
I ain't know you be lying like this, yo. It's sad. They told me, but you know when a nigga your man, you don't pay attention to a lot of shit. I didn't know, bro, that you a flagrant liar like this, man. Now look, talk with Fleet. Come on tomorrow.
Nah, Cam ain't broke no more. That nigga worth $6 million as of 2024. And I'm pretty sure he just stacked up a lot over that. Nigga, he's pulling out stacks of money when he gave Adrian Bruner. I ain't seen Dame pull out nothing. And Cam, Beanie Siegel, everybody said Dame has a problem with spending. It's this one video where Dame puts on a brand new t-shirt, right? Walks outside, throws the t-shirt in the trash, said it's not good no more. I mean, this t-shirt just came out the pack. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Bro, he was buying houses in different countries, just spending up the money. He was spending money probably faster than he was getting. When people like that are in a hole, those type of people, 90% of those people are in the hole because they spend money faster than they get it. We watched YP do it. We watched Umar do it. Oh my God, this little fucking... Look here, you little fucker. I'll be right back. I'm sick of this goddamn cat. You know what? I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. You just gonna meow out there all night, you little fucker. But we watched Umar do it. Let me decock this one. Yeah, what am I doing with these visuals here? But we watched Dame do it. I mean, we watched Young Pharaoh do it. We watched Umar do it. People like Dame, they spend money faster than they get. He had houses in London. He didn't even go to Cam was like, this nigga don't even go to London. Bro, he was just spending money just because it was there. You always want to talk about this business. His ego is taller than he is, and Dame ain't tall. He's about 5'2", but his ego is 7 foot.
5 p.m. on Revolt's YouTube. But that was shit that he talked about last week. So part 2 will be out this Friday on Revolt YouTube about what he talked about this week. But I'll say this one thing. This is what I will say. The nigga called Revolt last week and say he wants to put his content on Revolt channel. Revolt programming is booked up until 2026. They don't have any room for programming. So maybe in 2026 or whatever. So I have 2 more shows I could do this year. And so when I found that out, I called my man Fendi, because I know what Fendi and Dame speak. I said, yo, tell Dame, I'll put his shows on my slot on Revolt, because I have 2 more shows I could put on Revolt, if I can executive produce the shows. I said he did it for me. When I needed help, he put my albums out on Rockefeller, and I let him executive produce them. I'm trying to do the same thing for you. I got 2 slots left. If you want 2 shows on Revolt this year, and you wasn't getting paid because you said you do it for free, I got a couple $dollars for you. I'm just the executive producer of the show. He tell Fendi. First he tell Fendi, yeah, he like, I bet. Nah, matter of fact, fuck that, I'm the Godfather. He can't executive produce my shows, Damn, your own God kids don't want you. How you the Godfather of anything? Your word don't count no more. You don't got teeth. You have dentures. Your word don't mean nothing. You fell off the Mount Rushmore Harlem a long time ago. But we'll address it all tomorrow and Friday. But don't say I ain't trying to help out. You didn't want me to executive produce your TV shows. Could have walked right in for you. See you tomorrow, talk with Flea, nigga. Oh, $800,000 to a debt, or these people would get his third of Rockefeller. Mace was like, yo, nah, bro. Come on, B. That's Dame, bro. Word to everything I love. He like, that's Dame. And he don't even, like I said, they don't have the best relation. He's like, nah, tell him, he's like, yo, you want to go 5?
Hey, look, man, you better stop scratching at my door.
5. We can't let this nigga go out like that. So I called him.
We seen Polite do it too.
I said, yo, Mace want to help out. So he's like, we got $1 million. He's like, well, I don't know, because young boy MBA called me up. He got $2 million. We like, all right, cool. Like, we just wanted to get you out the news for looking bad. So I guess
25 people in the chat, 16 likes. Make sure y'all get those likes up.
And like I said, they are the best.
Look, you hear it in Kim. You hear it. Hey, you sound like a nigga shadow boxing. Every time he talk.
Relation. He's like, nah, tell him. He's like, yo, you want to go 5? We can't let this nigga go out like that. So I called him. I said, yo, Mace want to help out. So he's like, we got $1 million. He's like, well, I don't know, because young boy MBA called me up. He got $2 million. We like, all right, cool. Like, we just wanted to get you out the news for looking bad. So I guess the young boy NBA thing fell out. So Mace called back the next day. Yo, see what he want to do. He like, yo, just wait on it. I might got another deal. So Mace like, yo, bro, he said, you got $1 million today in your account today. Hold on, I might got a deal for $6 million. I'm like, all right, cool. Dame waits 3 weeks to call back and says, yo, what's up? Y'all want to bust that move? So when I called Beth back, Beth like, nah, man, the deal's off. We ain't doing it. He waited 3 weeks. So I said, Dame, Mace ain't picking up. I just said like that. I said, I don't think he want to do it. He tries to use reverse psychology on me and be like, oh, you gotta wait for that nigga to bust a move. Oh, you can't bust your own moves. I feel you. I feel you can't bust your own moves. No, I can't, Dame. I can't bust my own moves. I'm not feeding into that. No, I can't. I have 500,000. Mace had 500,000. And no, I don't have a...
You see his ego? That nigga ego is in overdrive, bro. He got that little nigga complex. And like I said, I'm not a very big guy. And sometimes I got a little nigga complex, but god damn, bro. And sometimes I got a little nigga complex. We got a lot to prove. I mean, I ain't YP little. Damn near a foot taller than that motherfucker. But weight-wise, I'm not that big. And sometimes my little man complex gets the best. But god damn, bro. You let your shit affect your money, everything. I just got damn complex when it comes to fighting. That shit take over everything for him. It's always the broke one.
million to give you for that, because the thing about it was this: Jay-Z offered him 1.5 million for the third before anybody. For the other third of Rockefort, he got offered 1.5 million from Jay-Z or Biggs or whoever, or a combination. And he like, nah, I'm not selling to them niggas. Fuck that. He didn't want them to have it. So you got 1.5 on the table. You got a guaranteed million from me and Mace on the table. And then you gamble trying to get 6 million. You talking about Drake is calling you. All these other people that are supposed to call you never followed through. And the deal fell through.
They just can't stop, bro. They just can't stop. They're going back and forth. Now it got to a damn lawsuit. It's about to get to another counter lawsuit. 50 Cent might get involved in this. I don't.
All I'm hearing is ego, bro. And you better hope 50 don't get involved. Especially when you say he was lying about the pay in full. Come to find out, 50 did get the rights to them joints. You just mad that you ain't getting nothing out of it. But, bro, all I hear is ego. Ego, ego, ego. Hold on. But when somebody offer you a middle off the rip, you're going to smack that shit out. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Hell, I'm gonna smack the shit out of my little man complex. Nigga, sit your little ass down. That's $1 million on the table. We broke. What you hyping for? What you getting hyped for, nigga? We broke. There's $1 million on the table right now. You better sit your little ass down. Go sit your ass in the corner somewhere. Put that little man complex right on timeout. Did you say $1 million? Oh. He said that nigga waited 3 weeks. And it's not even just that, though. Dame still look at these niggas like they didn't elevate, like as if they still little niggas to him. I signed you. He's still looking at him like that, like he's still living in 2004. Dame is stuck in 2004. Well, 2003, 2000, early 2000. His brain is stuck there. He think he still is the Rock, and bro, that shit was 20 years ago, my nigga. And what I noticed with a lot of these people, when you get stuck living in the past, you don't go nowhere. You don't elevate. You actually descend. You don't elevate. You descend. You true. We watch, like I said, we about to watch Young Pharaoh. And you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Stuck in 2019, thinking that he's still young Pharaoh, not realizing that when I got out of high school, I thought I was still the shit. Niggas still gonna respect me like they did in high school, not realizing, nigga, we grown. Those days are over. Those high school, the levels and shit like that shit is over. People out here actually elevating. And I didn't realize it until I went to the bar one day. And I realized everybody around me that used to look up to me, a lot of them, they all had cars. They all had their own crib. They all had families. I'm just out here hustling, and I ain't got shit to show for it. I mean, I got jewelry, I got clothes, but what is that to show for you in your life? Jewelry, what is that? I got 1,000 pairs of sneakers. What the fuck is that? I'm walking. These motherfuckers is driving. I'm getting kicked out of places. These motherfuckers got their own homes, and it like, I remember one day in the bar, it just clicked. Like, nigga, what are you doing? I just look down at myself. I'm looking at these niggas. I'm like, these niggas is bummy-ish. I'm still looking down on these niggas like, yeah, man, I'm still the freshest nigga in here. Not realizing I was the bum. Yeah, I had money in my pocket. Yeah, I had the drip on, but what do I have to show for any of that? It just clicked. It just clicked like, oh shit. I'm the bum. Hold on. I look back. I'm looking down at my drip. I'm like, hold up. Bro, it be like that sometimes. I never look back from that though. I got my shit together and never look back. I'd rather be the least dressing motherfucker, and I got somewhere to go where I ain't getting kicked out. I got me a job. I ain't looking over my shoulder. I'm about to have another car.
No, but 50 Cent went on his Instagram and he posted this. All right, he said, paid in full TV series in the works from Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. And in the caption it says, oh well, I guess I'm not capping. No more. If you want in, get at Mr. Camron. I'm on set filming in Chicago. And Dame went on his Instagram. He posted the same damn picture of, 50 doing the paid in full thing. And in Dame's caption, he said, 50 Cent, let's be clear. You didn't acquire anything. They hired you. They hired a dude from Queens to make a story about Harlem. Let's see how that goes, or at least let's see how long it takes you to make it. But I own my paid in full, and I own Power, Damon Dash Memore, for television and movies, so we can see who's better at filmmaking. But the difference is you will be doing it for another culture and you won't own a thing, just like you don't own.
Wait. Did you just say that we can see who's better at filming? How many hit movies does 50 Cent have? How many hit movies does Dame Dash have other than Paid in Full? How many hit movies does Dame Dash have other than Paid in Full? How many hit movies does 50 Cent have?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
50 got at least 4 or 5 on his belt. Dame, all we can credit you for is Paid in Full. Paper Soldiers, flop. That Rockefeller story, flop. State Prop, even though it's a hood classic, both of them flops. I ain't gonna lie, State Prop 1 was the shit. State Prop 2, flop. You try to make it a fucking comedy. You are not good at filming. You are terrible at it, and that's what Cam was trying to tell you. This ain't your lane. And if you want to do, this can be your lane if you stop trying, if you let your ego go. You are not a writer. You are not a director. You're a producer. Stay in that lane. You want to be everything. He like a fucking musical. He's like another Umar Johnson, except he don't scam. You get what I mean though with the ego. He wanna be everything. I'm surprised didn't try to rap. I'm surprised he didn't try to rap back in the day. But you want to be all in the video and every fucking video, just like Diddy. You ain't got nothing to do with the song. You just produced it, but you want to be in the background. Get your doofy ass.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
On power, which is no power, but I'll be working from my family office, and my family office will benefit because my family office owns it. I'm not a slave, and I would never make a story about my culture or another culture to benefit from it, and I'm positive you will not be using your own money. You will be getting paid a salary just like you did for power, no power. Stay tuned for now. We know why Pharaoh was creating problems with me for no reason. They planned this months ago. Pharaoh Camron sold Harlem out for 50 cents. He could have at least got $1, and I'm still trying to buy Revolt, so it might come out on Revolt, but I'll deal with that later. Godfather.
Bro, you are not buying Revolt. How many times Cam gotta expose you for that shit? You went back. How you talking about buying Revolt and you bankrupt? First you said that you bought it. This how you know this nigga capping. First you said you bought it. Now you're still trying to buy it. You better be careful there, little buddy. First you said you bought it and you was like, yeah, I'm Cam, I'm your boss now. And Cam came out and was like, nah, this nigga did not buy Revolt. Nigga, you broke. How you buy Revolt? Now you saying you're still trying to buy it. Oh my dang, if this ain't the biggest L you took. I thought losing Rockefeller was the biggest L. No, this right here is monumental.
So you know these niggas just going back and forth, and it's all over these TV.
And 50 got the money to battle you. Cam got the money, little something. But 50, oh yeah, he's gonna cook you. You. I think you're trying to bait 50 into so you can try to sue him too. You baited Cam in to go back and forth so you can pull this frivolous shit off that you're pulling, and now you're trying to bait 50 Cent into it. You better hope 50 don't get involved, bro.
He writes and, you know, apparently false ass statements that Dame think Cam making, and 50. Dame even went on his Instagram to post a caption about his son. I'm not gonna read it because Dame be doing all these long ass captions and I'm tired of reading in this video. We'll probably read that in the next video, y'all. But y'all let me know what y'all think about Dame filing a $300 million lawsuit on Cam. Yes, how y'all think this gonna play out? Let me know in the comment box down below. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at Official Nash Show. Make sure you got these notifications turned on, and
that's why he filed for bankruptcy. That nigga's in a hole. You gonna be in a bigger hole fucking with these niggas, bro. You fucking with niggas that got more money than you. Just let your ego go, bro. Nigga try to get you a bag. You wouldn't let your ego go. Let's see what's going on here.
This is where the magic happens.
Yeah, as of right now.
Hey, he's family.
Holy shit, that is Goddess Ayana with her sexy light-skinned self.
Gang.
Right?
This is when she came to pick him up.
All right, y'all, I'm about to get ready to slide. Y'all know who that is. Y'all don't. That's Ayana Goddess and goddamn. It's a little bit of reefer. I'm about to get ready to slide. But you smell good. What's that?
Them same essential oils.
That smell good. It's up. But yeah, y'all, like I said, I'm excited about my books. I'm excited about my shit. And I think I'm most excited about my religious work, my discoveries. But like I said, this law book is gonna be fire. It's gonna be straight to the point. You ain't gotta, like I said, you ain't gotta run through no whole law library. You ain't gotta shuffle. It's the best shit that you could possibly have, at least from what I believe I've picked. Out of the cream of the crop, it'll get your shit right done. But with that being said, you know, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Listen, I'm about to bounce. It's up.
Oh, hold on a minute. There we go. Neat slapping T. There it go. Shout out to Neat slapping.
Very knowledgeable, very, very astute student. But what you don't do is let your ego get the better of you. And this is what happens with a lot of teachers, and they're not humble enough to recognize the source of the information that they teach, the master teacher, Pana Babyanun, and they let their ego run away with them. And I remember one time when he was actually quite disrespectful to the master teacher. And that was at that point where I was like, you know what? That was not necessary.
Do I study Noble Drew Ali? Fuck Noble Drew Ali. I hope that bitch turning his grave. I hope that bitch turning his grave. I hope that bitch turning his grave.
You too.
As long as them animals existed, the consciousness of keeping the motherfuckers up off of us would have to existed, or we would not be here. That is a fact. That kills that, which means we always had a.
Just reminded me. Before we get started with this, hold on, I want to show y'all something. Before we get started with this dude made a South Park conscious community. Hold on, I gotta show y'all this.
Reparators rise, lead the dream team. Fighting for justice, making freedom a theme. Banging on the beach, yeah, carry the sound. Power up the people, we are justice unbound. Online to the streets, we igniting the light. Black man, here I am, we gon' stand and fight. Truth in a lecture, wisdom we spread. Breaking down walls while getting some bread. We the reparators standing tall. Against the beast, we would never fall.
America is in chaos. Trump done sent the military to the hood. Just like it's Call of Duty Section 8 edition. News anchors bragging about record low shootings. But y'all know the drill. Something don't add up. Meanwhile, tucked away in a raggedy ass skyscraper with a busted neon sign that only says House of Khan is the most dysfunctional group of superheroes you ever met. Ladies and gentlemen, the reparators. All right now, y'all listen up. Trump think he can fix our hood, and that's our job. This right here is Cy Fury. Think like a fake Nick Fury, but drunk off Hennessy and Hotep conspiracy videos. Always angry, always tapping that glowing Ankh staff like it's a gavel on Judge Mathis. Captain Africa, stand up! Captain Africa, aka Dr. Umar Johnson, the man, the myth, the unfinished school. Dashiki armor, Pan-African shield, and more tangents than a geometry class. Bro can't even save the kids, but he sure can save a cash app. Brothers and sisters and butter pecan goddesses. Oh Lord, here we goddamn go. Power Man, take the floor. Power Man, aka Sairasu Seti, Iron Man with a Hotep hard drive. Suit called the drip suit. He stay upgrading his armor mid-argument like an angry Wakandan Tony Stark with boost mobile Wi-Fi. Lord, I swear this fool Umar could talk the paint off a goddamn pyramid. Nazi man, rise, brother. Nazi man, aka Young Pharaoh. Spider-Man if he was addicted to Egyptology TikToks. shoots hieroglyphic webs, flips around too much, and starts every speech with, "Why is this important?" Bro is one black seed oil commercial away from imploding. Why is this important, family? Because semantically, leadership requires epistemological equilibriums that can actually coincide.
Shut your damn ass up before you sprain a vowel.
Big Horus, aka Shaka Amos, Hulk with a kilt. Big, green, Egyptian paint on his face, lips looking like he fresh out the Mac counter. Strongest one out here, but built like the Kool-Aid man with a braid on his head.
Thaw, let me holler at you, Thaw. Why you never ask me nothing? I'm the biggest. I should be the leader, actually. When I actually think about it.
Boy, you built like the Kool-Aid man with a braid in your head. You need to sit down and relax.
But Alexander the Great, he was tall, and he still got...
Yo, whoever did this shit is diabolical.
His goddamn ass whooped, too. Big dummy.
Captain Israelite. Now, Captain Israelite, aka Captain Tazariot, he's like a Thor if he was a Hebrew Israelite. The whole outfit looked like he fell out a fringe curtain. Every 5 minutes he's screaming, "We are not Africans." Then he summons some random dude from somewhere, I don't even know where he's from, talking about read. It's like an unpaid hype man.
We are not African.
And the Lord said, "Thou art cursed into captivity."
You don't cut off that Alexa audio book. Where is that coming from? Bill and Blue Pill. What's up, brothers? Twin hip-hop gods. Two sides of the same mixtape.
Hip-hop god.
One in red, one in blue. Both covered in more jewels than a 2005 Dipset video. Always rhyming, always finishing each other's sentences, and forever arguing over who's the flyers. Spoiler alert, neither one.
Y'all are not ready for drip. Red and blue, purple like Prince.
And finally, the one ain't even here. Brother Prophet. Vision with an EBT card.
Brother Prophet.
Floating Prophet with a forehead gem. But right now, his ass locked up. Yeah, he foresaw a lot, but he ain't foresee that police report. Oh yeah, Power Man is absent. He had a little run-in with the law.
I knew that man was a damn pervert. From the moment I met him, I knew he was a damn pervert.
Shut the hell up and just gear up and get ready for battle. Heck of words.
This episode of Never Too Much Podcast is brought to you by Fuck It All. Find your peace with Fuck It All.
This episode of Never Too Much is presented to you by White Mount Mule Chapstick. White Mount Mule Chapstick. Don't get caught looking like one.
This just in, Trump's task force just arrested 200 gang members in Atlanta. Streets are already reporting record low shootings.
While the reparators roast each other in a circle like Hotep Barbershop, Trump out here running Operation Clean Sweep. Military in the hood, trap houses turned into yoga studios, and white folks jogging with pit bulls like it's a Whole Foods commercial. Meanwhile,
why is this important? Because when you think about it, family, look me in my eye.
Yo, he keep killing me with the why is this important with the young Pharaoh shit. This shit kills me.
Why is this important? Because when you think about it, family, look me in my eye. Look me in my eye. Look at me in my eye. Leadership requires.
Why is you important?
Look at why is this important, family? Look at me in my eye. Look. Do you trust me with your life? Do you trust me with your life? Look at me in my eye, family. Look at me in my eye.
I think that I should be the leader.
You built like a green Teletubby. Sit down. Obviously, I should be the leader. I am the most requested black scholar in the world. We already know this. I have my own academy, family. I do have a conference in Harlem Thursday.
Ain't no way you gonna lead anybody.
Couldn't even lead your damn school into existence. Who would follow you, you dirty midget?
Come on, y'all both get a grip. Red and blue, purple like Prince.
Which is important, actually, family, because purple in Kemet was the sacred hue representing
we are not African.
Read the Lord, the children of Israel.
if you don't shut up with that Hebrew Hogwarts bullshit. They've been arguing for so long, Uber Eats knows the war room's address by heart. Trump out here cleaning the hood while they debating on who got a better vocabulary. Smelling better, it's looking different, and goodbye dice games. Hell,
Crazy part about this shit is so fucking true. This shit is so true.
hello, downward dogs. Bruh, they replaced the corner boys with couples doing the hot yoga. Gentrification ain't just coming, it's RSVP. Back to the war room.
See, this is why this is important, because etymology dictates that semantic.
Well, how is you still even talking right now? They have been arguing for weeks. Food cartons, conspiracy boards, the war room looked like an expired HBCU dorm. At this point, even the cockroaches have packed up and moved to the suburbs.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. You ever feel like the internet just ain't giving you enough? Like you scroll for hours, but nothing hits the way you want?
Damn. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. That's how I be feeling at my job sometimes, though. I ain't gonna lie. I was 3 seconds away from doing this shit last week. Oh my God. If I didn't have that picture of my daughter sitting right in front of my computer at work, oh my God, I probably would did the same shit.
Just ain't giving you enough. Like you scroll for hours, but nothing hits the way you want. Well, welcome to Blacklight TV and Never Too Much Podcast, where we give you everything you didn't ever know you needed. We're talking deep dives, wild stories, crazy intergreen. From hip hop, we got a whole universe of content waiting just for you.
Break the dark today, yeah. Now it looks like the reparators have made it outside to see what has transformed. Let's take a look at what they say. Did we do this? They step outside after weeks of fussing, and boom, gentrification hit harder than an unk to the dome. These fools really think that they done saved the hood, y'all. Family, we have done it again. Our words and power have impacted our community. There's no more crazy war on the streets, and there's no need for us. I got a chocolate mocha honey waiting for me down in Detroit. She waiting to gummy the Shango. And that's how you take credit for everything when you ain't do jack shit. And look at old brother Prophet, the only man who could see the future, but ain't see his bail hearing coming. Colloquially, history will absolve you, family. Yeah, history gonna absolve you, but them ramen debts in there, not so much.
Reparators rise, lead the dream team. Fighting for justice, making freedom a theme. Banging on the beach, yeah, carry the sound. Power up to people, we are justice unbound. Online to the streets, we igniting the light. Black man, here I am, we gon'
Look at my eyes, family. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. That shit was hilarious. Whoever did that shit was funny. Oop, wrong one.
Always had a supreme consciousness. Now you bring that to me when we didn't have that consciousness.
Or a method to show and prove. Do you have proof or method? I understand you say consciousness, right? Do you have proof or show or could you show the methodology or show proof that there are pyramids that go back 65 million years? Not off what you believe. No.
Oh man, this right here was embarrassing. This was embarrassing because the website that he was using was pseudo. It wasn't an accredited website, so you be looking at websites that ain't credited, like little, it's like one of those. Remember you go to Acme and you see like them little newspaper looking joints that say like aliens abducted Elvis and shit like that. Those type of websites he be getting his information from. I know. I just looked at it. I just looked at the email.
I'm gonna cut you off.
Go ahead.
Before you came, I put it up on my phone and I showed them the article and the pictures of 65 million year old pyramids that are factually documented to have been found. And another thing I would like to say is,
no credible article or no. Let me put my goddamn glasses on. No credible article or archaeological evidence supports the claim that a 65 million year pyramid has been found. That age is geologically impulsive. 65 million years ago marks the end of the dinosaurs, long before any human civilizations were capable of building pyramids existed.
found. And another thing I would like to say is, we have 145 to 224 with science going, because y'all use science. What science confirms are alien genes, which are not from this planet. Monkeys or primates don't have those, which means that we evolved from them, then they will have the 145 genes. So we can come to two conclusions now. We want to go to your science. So we can come to two conclusions now. We want to go to your science. Either we some motherfucking aliens not from here, some motherfucking aliens not from here, and created the monkeys, or the monkeys created us and gave us some genes that they just don't have and lost forever. So we couldn't evolve from them because we have something that they don't have. So we have to have a separate external source of manifestation because the genetic coding of us is different.
Crazy thing about it is the bull know that what he looked up was pseudo, so he just let him talk and dig that hole deeper. The bull holding the mic is diabolical because he knew he's an actual scholar. He knew that the website that he was looking on was bullshit, so he just let him crash and burn.
That's and the black type. And the
like produce like.
Exactly.
There's no way you gonna just come out of nothing. You a motherfucker. What did you evolve? Where the fuck did you come from?
That's why it's important to study
You disrespecting the
consciousness.
It has always been a black woman on this planet. You know it to be a fact. Don't ask me how old it is. You just show me when this shit was created. If you cannot show me when this shit was created, we always been here. So 65 million years ain't shit. When did this shit get here?
Now here's the question.
No, this nigga don't know. Nobody knows.
Now here's the thing. Even in ancient Egyptian mythology, you clearly see that the earth had a beginning. If you study the Ennead, it shares Shu, Tefnut, Gab, and Nut. Gab come much later between space, which is Shu, and Tefnut, which is moisture or ionized gas. Now here's another thing. I want to get back to what you were saying. You said that you have proof that there's a 65 million year old pyramid. Now, before you put it out, I want to see that proof. Then you said that we are aliens, right?
I didn't just say that. I didn't just say that. Either we some motherfucking aliens not from here.
Peace, family. This is the guy, Young Pharaoh. I'm out here with the great brother Brown's Vision. Support Brown's Vision. He out here in the community doing the work. If you want to get the information out or help make a change in the community, instead of just running your fucking mouth, support Brown's Vision. So with that being said, peace.
You know what I'm saying? I love the motherfucking gym. I remember last year, because for those of y'all who don't know me, my name is Young Pharaoh. I've been teaching the people for about a year now, lecturing since January on my own. I'm self-made. I don't come up out of no organization. A lot of people ask me, what are you? I'm not no Muslim, I'm not none of that shit. I'm just a truth teacher. That's all I am. So with that being said, I remember people used to tell me, you remind me of Sarah Susan Center. And I'd be like, who the hell is Sarah Susan Center? And they were sending the YouTube video. I still watch this shit today. And I know him. I can call him. And I be right at home with Yogini, like, play this one right here, watching that shit. With that being said, you know, we all love SETI. And that's why it's important that that's important why we rally around and support, you know? Because a lot of people, I like to say, black people suffer from nigga sit back and watch disease, you know? We gotta support those who in the front.
22 years. I was really trying to get them out there. You are only 22 years old. So your life is really beginning. You just started.
Peace, family. Before I start and answer the God questions, I want to say I love my Facebook family, my YouTube family. I got us. I want to support.
above me. Hold on. Who is that sitting right above me? You wasn't in a relationship with her? Huh? She didn't support you? Huh? Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. He claimed that he wasn't in a relationship with Camille. In this video, Sonetta asks him, "Is that your queen?" He says yes. Don't make me bring up jail pictures. Right in the corner, supporting you through all your shit. As soon as he came up, he left her. Broke nigga shit. That's what broke niggas do.
For who supports me. With that being said, go get your Knowledge Yourself shirt. Shout out to Brett Adams Jr. on Facebook. His name can be found. I'm in there with a broke arm, and I don't even have no ticket to be in the box. And not only that, my family trying to visit me, and the way the home center work is you can look down out your window and see him coming in. I'm watching my cousin come in and visit me, and I'm on the phone with her, on the jail phone, calling her, arm broke. These motherfuckers is telling her, oh, he's not in the jail. How the fuck I'm not in the jail when I'm on the phone with her? So you let's stop playing games about the justice.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I just caught this. Wait a minute. How are you in the box on the phone in jail? I'm rewinding. I want you to hear what he just said. This is how you know this nigga's lying. He's lying like a motherfucker. First of all, you in the box, you in the hole. You no phone calls, no visitation, no nothing. You're not getting none of that. So how are you on the phone looking down at her come into the building? First of all, they would when you go to jail, you have to sign up for that. They have to approve that person to come in and out. So if they were going to do that, they would have took her off the list. They would have not allowed her to come up here, period. They would have took her off the list. Second of all, you said you was in the box. No phones in the box. Third of all, what jail do you know where the phone is near the window where you can see people coming in and out? What jail is that? Have you ever seen a phone by the window in the jailhouse? Anybody that been to jail? Have you ever seen a phone by the window? Have you ever seen a phone in the box when the nigga's in the hole? Have you ever seen that nigga get phone calls or be allowed to use phones? You're not even allowed in your own fucking regular cell. They're not giving you no phone privileges.
My cousin come in and visit me, and I'm on the phone. You could ticket to be in the box. And not only that, my family trying to visit me, and the way the whole Brett Adams Jr. on Facebook, his name can be found. I'm in there with a broke arm, and I don't even have no ticket to be in the box. And not only that, my family trying to visit me, and the way the home center work is you can look down out your window and see him coming in. I'm watching my cousin come in and visit me, and I'm on the phone with her, on the jail phone, calling her, arm broke.
First of all, if you about to get visits, you're not going to be on the phone. How is that? That don't add up. If you about to get visits, they put you in they usually put you in a special room, or you're in your cell waiting for them to come. Secondly, you said you was in a box. You don't get no visitations when you're in a hole or phone privileges. When you're in the hole, you're in the hole. That's a punishment. You don't get no visits, and you don't get no phone calls. So that's two things that don't make sense. And the third one, like I said, I've never seen a jail where the fucking phone is by a window where you can see the entrance of people coming in and out.
Motherfuckers is telling her, oh, he's not in the jail. How the fuck I'm not in the jail and I'm on the phone with her? So you let's stop playing games about the justice system. Y'all is the most crookedest motherfuckers. And me personally, I'm not a supporter. And that's why I want to give a shout out to Brother Polite. Thank you for helping me with my status correction. And family, if y'all been wondering why I've been taking so long on the SOS, is because I'm not even going to move that fully until I get my status corrected so that I can have jurisdiction. And the same motherfucker I'm telling you just ran me through the gut wrench won't.
But wait. Another lie. Nigga, you kept collecting money off of it though. You said you're not going to move it and push it, but you continue to collect money off of it. A thing that you stole from somebody, an orphanage. I can see if they say you stole the abbreviation, you stole the entire name and then blended it with Sandra Bland.
Have no jurisdiction over the positivity I'm trying to bring. So I'm gonna free myself and I'm gonna teach you how to free yourself because I'm not your leader. I'm your spirit guide. So don't, like somebody went on Facebook and said Sandra Bland for president. I love the support, but I don't want to be the president. I don't want nothing to do with a corporation. I'm a spirit guy. I'm gonna tell you make a left. Now I ain't gonna make you make the left. So I'm gonna just guide you. Now with that being said, y'all, I love y'all. I love the support. Yes, I have been in started off as a Facebook argument. I made a video on Facebook arguing with some Christians on my staff. I made that video. I did 70,000 views in 3 days. So everybody in Africa, North America, South America, Central America, Puerto Rico, everywhere where there's Christianity, it was forced by the Caucasian. Now, why is this important? Because the Caucasian disrupted our relationship that we have with our black woman because we understand that it was through our black woman that we reconnected.
You're not lying about that. Christianity definitely was. That's what the Crusades were. That's what the Knights Templars were. He not lying about that. Christianity definitely was forced on damn near pretty much every country that's majority Christians. That shit was forced on them. Same thing with Islam.
Connected with the creator, even sex. There's no feeling on a planet better than an orgasm with your black woman because that is the physical manifestation of pleasure and union with the creator. If you can feel the creator physically, that is how you feel them physically. Then there's other meditation that you do to access the creator spiritually. But the point I'm trying to make is without the black woman, you cannot channel that energy. And the Caucasian understood where our power came from. So when you want to talk about telekinesis, telepathy, and other special abilities, or enlightenment, or priesthood, or Buddhahood, this can only be obtained through unlocking the female energy. Because once you unlock the fourth chakra is the gateway, or the doorway, or the meridian, or the middle line to your higher self. Your higher self is activated by feminine energy. Your root chakra is your most powerful chakra. That is stimulated by feminine energy. If you don't believe me, how many of you men don't see? Started off as a Facebook argument. I made a video on Facebook arguing with some Christians on my staff. I made that video. I did 70,000 views in 3 days. I still ain't get my money. But like I said, I ain't never scammed nobody. My shit is, I make an honest living. I'm doing a live in an hour to show y'all how to subscribe to my website. I make legal money. I ain't never scammed nobody. Period. And with that being said, I love y'all. I appreciate it.
Bro, you didn't even make legal money with the website. Motherfuckers try to unsubscribe. They couldn't unsubscribe. And some of the people that did unsubscribe was not only did they continue to get charged, they were getting double charged. And I got victims on my website that come on my channel that have come up there and said, yo, I tried to unsubscribe. It was a task to unsubscribe. Not only that, this motherfucker was double charging me once I unsubscribed.
Hey, y'all. One more thing I'm gonna say. I never got funds in the name of Sandra Bland either. The only thing I did is what everybody else did. When she died, I changed my profile name and my profile to Sandra Bland. And
you said what everybody else did? How many people did you see change their name their Facebook status name to Sandra Bland other than him. He was the only person I seen do it. He said, I did what everybody did. How many people other than young Pharaoh did you see change their Facebook name to Sandra Bland? Now, let me repeat that question one more time. How many other people other than young Pharaoh did you see change their Facebook name to Sandra Bland?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Could ask her literal mother and her sister because they called me about it and we talked about it. And her sister was cool and I never had a GoFundMe in her name. I literally talked to Sandra Bland's family, so these niggas is lying on my name.
Yeah, you did talk to Sandra Bland family, you lied to them, and then when we confronted you about it, you said they're a fucking liar. You called them fucking liars. Then you shitted on them. You know what you did?
Get the flip-flop shit on me.
That's what you did. When it came to Sandra Bland family, you flip-flopped on them. Because they found out that you were lying, and you're going to see the proof right here.
The only thing I've been doing for the past years is going city to city and giving lectures in person. What niggas is trying to do now. That's how I came up. Niggas trying to steal my likeliness and my image and my brand, but it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. And with that being said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's the General, Frost.
It was because of Sandra Bland. So you owe Sandra Bland's family some money. Not only that, let's talk about how you used Sandra Bland's name to start a daycare, to do GoFundMe.
Bam. You just heard him say he didn't have a Sandra Bland GoFundMe.
1 2 1 2 1 2 5. Hop in a hot mess for the one time.
Here you see, click here to support SOS Saving Ourselves by Sandra Bland. There's the GoFundMe link. Click here to support SOS Saving Ourselves by Sandra Bland. Our mission. I can't read the bottom, it's blurry. But you can see the GoFundMe link right there. But he said he never scammed in her name.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
You can see the Sandra Bland link right there.
Hell no.
That nigga is a scammer. Boop, goodbye, horn. Right. He said you and his phone call was hilarious. I forgot about that.
For daycare. You used this sister's death as a come up. You were a vulture. And you didn't only, use her name. For once, you still using her name. Even till this day, you still have your Facebook page under Sandra Bland. Why? Let the sister rest in peace. Her family already came to you and asked you, was you using their daughter to raise money?
Sandra Bland. Everybody know that I had named my Facebook in regard to Sandra Bland. And this is not a shot at Sandra Bland's, mother or family, but this is a real fucking event that happened to me, right? Maybe a year ago, I want to say. Maybe about a year ago, right? Sandra Bland's mother, and her family reached out to me. And they basically, well, not they, I don't want to put it on everybody. Her mother basically
hit me up and asked me on Facebook, was I using her daughter's, name to make money off her name?
And you told them no, but that's a lie. That's a lie. Because you have the daycare right here that you.
And that's the crazy part about it is you lied to those people, and then when they came back and called you out for it, you said, fuck them. They some fucking lying ass bitches. Blah, blah, blah. And it was like, damn. No, he ain't uses his dead girlfriend. He used Sandra Bland name. Adrian, peace and welcome. How you doing, Brutiful? That's my homegirl right there. But he didn't use his ex-girlfriend, his dead girlfriend name. He used Sandra Bland name. I don't know if you know who Sandra Bland is. Sandra Bland was the lady that unalived herself in jail. She's mysteriously unalived herself in jail when the people think that Sandra Bland was basically another Trayvon Martin or another George Floyd. And he used her name and took this logo right here from an orphanage in Africa and blended the two and used Sandra Bland's name and this orphanage to scam money for a daycare that he, first of all, he's a felon. I don't know how the fuck people were sending money to him knowing that he's a felon. That's even worse. But he used those two names, blended them, and then scammed money for an orphanage that he never started. Kept that money, went and bought a car, a house, and then blew it. He blew it in front of everybody's face and then told us that he didn't blow the money. His baby mom stole it. The whole world watched this motherfucker blow this money. He said Rick Ross and Little Dirk put his baby. Let me make myself big for this one because I shit you not. This man said Rick Ross and Little Dirk got together, conspired with his baby moms and 30 other people that he named to double sell his house and steal his money. I wish I was making this up. I swear to God, I really do wish that this was something that I was making up. But he really went on for 2 years straight saying his baby moms, Rick Ross, Little Dirk, and Richard Booz, and all these other people got to in the bank. I forgot about the bank. He said Rick Ross, the bank, his baby moms, some niggas from his old hood. They all got together and conspired and double sold his house. So meaning that they sold the house to him, then sold it to somebody else. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck that works. And then they went into his bank account, stole all his money. When we watched him trick that money off on fucking OnlyFans hoes, fake ass jewelry, cars, all types of shit. We watched him blow the shit out of this money. And then when the money going, he tried to flip around and tell us that. Well, first of all, Rick Ross and Little Dirk don't even know that this man even exists. They do not know who the fuck he is. Oh yeah, I forgot about Richard Booz. This whole story is crazy. I really do wish I was making this shit up.
By the race. So there would be.
But he just literally said that he didn't have a GoFundMe in Sandra Bland's name. And here's the GoFundMe right here. He thought nobody still had footage of this shit.
No Pharaoh without the death of Sandra Bland. Do y'all follow? He wouldn't even exist And I'm starting to think that the powers that be had him use her name in order to go viral overnight so he could come and divide the community.
With people's religious beliefs. And I'm willing to put $50,000 on myself against the top rabbi.
First of all, let me pause right there. First of all, this is a grown-ass man with a wine glass full of wine, drinking wine by himself. This nigga really thought he was bougie, but really was looking zesty. 2 snaps up and 3 snaps down. How? He really thought he was.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
He really thought he was doing something.
You are very delusional.
Very delusional. Oh Lord.
Of Judaism, of Judaic tradition, culture, and beliefs / religious affiliation to debate me in front of the world on their beliefs. And because I'm challenging the Jewish ideology and the religious rhetoric of the Jewish community, now I'm being labeled as anti-Semitic. But when they say they found us in Africa in them huts, and those are lies. When they say we evolved from monkeys, those are lies. When they say all we've ever...
Bro, he talking about where the money went. I can see from here where the money went. We can look at you right now and we can see where the money went.
Allegedly. Been with slaves, which also those are lies. We don't get to call them anti-Afrocentric. We don't get to call them anything when they blatantly lying on us. So all I want to say is this before I get started. I'm a grown-ass man. And I know how to understand literature. And I know how to understand information when I analyze it with my brain. And if something doesn't make sense to me, I'm always going to tell the person that's presenting that information to me to make it make sense. And if me questioning the falsehoods of the Jewish community is considered for me to be anti-Semitic, then the Jewish community needs to reevaluate its maturity level, its righteous level, and its truthful level. Because just because you telling me a lie and I choose not to believe it does not make me a bad person. So I'm gonna tell you bitches what, bitches? The offer still stands. You go get the best Jewish rabbi you got. And we can do this shit on pay-per-view in front of the world. I got my own debate league. Mine. We don't need HBO, we don't need nothing. You hit me up. I got 50,000 on myself. Y'all got money? Bring your 50,000 and let's debate. And you prove to me in front of the world. Let's let the whole world watch. And I want the top Jewish rabbi from the Jewish community to scholastically, academically, and intellectually, historically, and spiritually prove to me the validity of them being in fact Jewish, let alone the original Jews. You prove that to me. If you cannot prove that to me, I will continue to deny that story you're trying to sell me. This man over here on the left is an African albino. You can clearly still see he's an African. This man right here, which kind of looks like you but has blonde hair, comes from this albino Dravidian. So everybody just looking at this picture would think that this is a white man. This is not a white man. This is an albino Dravidian. So
now I want you to look at this picture. This one right here. This dude right here. This one right here. Not the one above me, the one next to it. You can't tell that's a nigga. He said people will look at that and think that's a white man. Who? He got nigga nose, nigga lips, nigga cheekbones, nigga hair. It ain't just our skin color that make us niggas. And isn't this the PowerPoint that he uses on everything? Didn't he try to use this with GG33? Ain't this the same PowerPoint he tried to use with GG33? Same old bullshit.
Basically, everybody knows who Dr. Shiva is. This is Dr. Shiva if he wasn't albino. Now, I'm going to tell you why that's important. When we're dealing with science, we know from basic science 101, two separate species cannot sexually reproduce, or they're called hybrids. So,
what? You know how that argument is stupid? Because you're saying that black people and white people are two different species, right? And you're saying that two different species cannot reproduce. So how the fuck do we get mixed people? That argument made no. He thought he won that with that. Who the fuck was? Oh man, this is embarrassing. How did? What? Huh? He said, "Here you go to the PowerPoint." How the fuck did he think that this was a legit argument? All right, I got you, Jaded. I got you. He said, call me. You ain't do nothing wrong. Yeah, usually when you want me to call, I did something. But this argument makes no sense. Listen to what he just said.
now I'm going to tell you why that's important. When we're dealing with science, we know from basic science 101, two separate species cannot sexually reproduce, or they're called hybrids. So we coming back.
He said two separate species cannot reproduce, meaning white folks and black folks are two different species. So they cannot reproduce. Nigga, if they couldn't reproduce, half of us wouldn't be here. I know I wouldn't be. My great-great-grandfather was white. So Remy wouldn't exist if that was the case. And I guarantee if you shake your family tree, there's going to be a bunch of white folks falling out that motherfucker somewhere during the slave ages. Majority of black folks that's here today got white ancestors. Like, what are you talking about? Unless you came directly from another country, unless your parents came directly from another country, 9 times out of 10, if you shake your family tree, Andrew motherfucking, what's his name, gonna fall out. George Washington gonna fall out. Ben Franklin gonna fall out. That mother, you know how many slaves they done knocked up? You know how many Native Americans them white folks done raped? Half of us would not be here today. Yeah, I know he barely let the dude talk. I seen this one. He didn't let the dude talk at all. This is what I mean. Like, they be saying he win all these debates. The other person didn't even get a chance to debate.
To Jacob, aka Yaakov, which is a Hebrew word for subplant. And there's a story, and I'm going by, your history. There's a story where they say Yaakov.
That's not Jewish history. That's Islamic history.
engineered a species of people on the island of Patmos. And Yaqub is a term for a supplanter, and Patmos is not only an actual island, it's a Freemasonic lodge called the Island of Patmos.
Oh, let's look that up. Let's look that up. What does the name Yaqub mean? Hold on, let me type it in. Yaqub is another name for Jacob. First of all, Yaqub is another name for Jacob. What does the name Yaqub mean? No, the name Yaqub means subplanter, he who subplants. Originating from the Hebrew name Jacob, who famously held his twin brother's heels during the birth and later brought in his birthrights. In Islamic tradition, Jacob is a prophet in the Quran and is reserved as the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. The name is I can't fucking read that word. I ain't gonna lie. In Arabic and Islam communities, significantly strengthened in preservations. Yeah. It does mean subplant. It does mean subplanter. No, supplanter, supplanter, not subplanter, supplanter. Oh, let me put it up. This is what it means. Supplanter, not subplanter, supplanter. He who supplants. Yeah, he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like he does not know what he's talking about. That's what I'm saying. We need to go back and look at a lot of the shit that he was putting out, all this information. Everybody be like, yeah, he woke me up and he taught me this. Well, he taught you some bullshit. For real. He taught you some bullshit. This how you know either he got his shit from watching videos and didn't actually like read anything. Because when you go and look back at the shit that he taught, it's always something wrong. And that tells me that you got your information from videos and not from reading. Because you said subplanter. It's supplanter. There's no B in this word. That's why he never gives you no sources to where he got his information from, because it's always some bullshit.
So white Freemasons, specifically Jews, do acknowledge that they have genetically engineered origin. And so this once again raises my issue with accepting Judaism.
Wait, where did you get that information from that there's an actual island of Patmos? Nah, I want to look that up too. Is there an island called Patmos? Yes, there is an island called Patmos. It is a small mountainous island in Eglan Sea, located near Greece. Also known as a significant Christian pilgrimage site. Patmos is also famous for the location where the Apostle John is traditionally believed to have written the book of Revelation. The island features the monastery of St. John and a major landmark and a site of pilgrimage along the holy cave of the Apocalypse. Look, I'll put it up there for y'all to see for yourself. There is an island called Patmos, you're not lying, but it is a small mountainous island in the I don't know what that word is. The Aegean Sea, located in Greece, and is known as a significant Christian pilgrimage site. Where the fuck did you get Freemasonry for that? This is what I'm talking about. This is where the lack of research is. And he knows he can just say some shit and people are not going to actually look it up. But there's nothing about Freemasonry. He said that's not how you rob somebody. That's not how you steal information, bro. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. This nigga be making shit up, bro. He'll make some shit up to feed his argument.
Till you tell me where you come from, you are a stranger. Religion is the fictitious excuse of origins of non-black people. Religion is not real.
First of all, if I was Nick Cannon, this is why I wouldn't have took this nigga serious as an intellectual person. You showed up with grills in your mouth just falling out. I'm from there, right on there. That's why he didn't put the shit out. It wasn't that you was putting out a bunch of bullshit. It's the fact that you call yourself an intellectual person and you show up with a bunch of fucking jewelry and grills hanging out your mouth. Nobody's going to take you serious. You can't even keep your grills is falling out your mouth while you talk. I'm supposed to take you serious? Let me take that rig off. Location pattern was smoke. Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, it has nothing to do with Freemasonry.
Until you tell me where you come from, you are a stranger. Religion is the fictitious excuse of origins of non-black people. Religion is not real. So when we take religion off the table and we take the evolution theory off the table, no non-black person has fact.
First of all, who did your fade, bro? That's supposed to be a fade on the side. They fucked you up. They really fucked you up, bro. Who you let do your fade? Stevie Wonder? Ray Charles? Let me have hopped out the chair and my fade looked like that.
Hell no!
Somebody did the flip-flop shit on your hairline, bro. Bro, I wish the fuck I would hop out the chair and my fade look like that, bro. I ain't even, that's not on no hate shit, bro. You supposed to have like a temp fade, not just shave my whole side off. And then you ain't got like, you got a temp fade. Like, what the fuck was that? It's not on no hate shit. This is just like pure like, bro, what the fuck?
Off the table, and we take the evolution theory off the table, no non-black person has factually ever been able to explain where they come from.
So history and script, we throwing religion and history out the window.
We throwing Western psychology's version of history out. So any basic level geneticist, any basic level biologist will tell you, not only do we have carbon in our DNA, in our skin, from billions of years old exploded stars, which they call stardust. What they failed to tell you is stardust is genetic material. So your DNA.
Bro, I can't take him serious. Like, I can't. Yo, if you listen, if you got a podcast, right, and you want to have an intellectual conversation, and the nigga that you bring in for the intellectual conversation shows up with a bunch of fucking jewelry on, that's cool. You know, you have a chain on, a couple rings. This nigga showed up with grills hanging out his mouth, like falling out. Like he can't even talk. He can't even talk. Listen to him. He's struggling to keep his grill. I would not. I'd be like, yo, I can't release this. I can't release that. Matter of fact, first of all, bro, I stop the tape. First of all, bro, can you take those out? Like for real. Like I nobody's gonna take you serious. I can't even take you serious. I can't have a conversation with you and you shadow boxing with your grills. Like Camron with his dentures, with his veneers. I can't take you. How am I have an intellectual conversation with you and you shadow boxing with your grills all day? Listen to it. Just listen.
Basic level biologists will tell you not only do we have carbon in our DNA, in our skin, from billions of years old exploded stars, what they call stardust. What they failed to tell you is stardust is genetic material. So your DNA and the molecular structure of yourself is created outer space.
We made from the same stuff that stars are made of.
And so here's the question. Who are these people walking around that are not made of that stuff? And where did you come from?
See, that's where he got shit wrong, bro. What the difference between white folks and us is that they do have Neanderthal DNA, but all humans are made from stardust. All humans have tested all of us. They just have Neanderthal DNA. See, you took that and stretched it. See, this is what I mean. He takes information and he moves the goalpost. He takes information, and you know what he does with the information?
Get the flip-flop shit on me.
That's what he does. He just does the flip-flop shit. He takes it and he stretches the information into something that it's not. And that's dangerous. That's very dangerous. You're taking, yes, this is your information. Matter of fact, I believe you now. This is your information because you made this shit up. Every human on this planet is made from stardust. The only difference is that they have Neanderthal DNA and we don't. But to say that they're not made from stardust, what the fuck are they made from? Because they have the same biology structure-wise as we do. They're just not as strong, not as fast. They don't have melanin. And they have Neanderthal DNA, but they still humanoid. So I don't get that. I really don't. I never got that part. Even when I was on my pro-black shit, I never understood that. Carbon is skin, bro. You're made of carbon. It doesn't stop at a skin level. That's exactly what I'm saying. It doesn't stop at skin. He took the melanin part and stretched it into some bullshit. Bro, this is what fucked him up. He claimed that the Sandy Hook school massacre was a hoax carried out by crisis actors. Bro, what about their families, my man? You saying stupid shit. And they yanked him off of CPAC. He was supposed to go to CPAC. And he thought it was just because he was being anti-Semitic. Yes, you were. But not only that, you were making up conspiracies that were not true. And he didn't understand that part. It's one thing to be anti-Semitic, but you making up whole conspiracies that weren't true. You were taking shit from the truther community and bringing it back to your shit and throwing your lies on top of it, on top of their lies. He said crisis actors. What about the people who actually, like, bro, what about their families?
Conservative Political Action Committee, also known as CPAC, has officially
Bro, I love this. I ain't gonna lie, this white lady is so bad. This white lady here from the TYT, I think it's called the TYT or T something, TYT. I think that's what the network. Yeah, TYT. She is so fucking bad, bro. If I ever get an interview where I'm shooting my shot immediately. AI, you gonna call me Allen Iverson? Immediately, this white lady is so bad. I don't care what nobody say. This white lady bad. She look a little Spanish.
Invited one of their speakers for their goofy annual conference after it was discovered that he pushed vicious anti-Semitic slurs and conspiracies. Now, as a result, this man, young Pharaoh, has been...
Notice she said anti-Semitic slurs and conspiracies. He keeps sticking on the anti-Semitic shit. Bro, you forgot you put conspiracies out there that weren't true. They can't have you up there.
Slurs and conspiracies. Now, as a result, this man, young Pharaoh, has been canceled.
For a black man by the name of Young Pharaoh to be at their event, but it turns out he said some absolutely bonkers and deeply offensive and conspiratorial things, and so they uninvited him. In conservative parlance, you might say they cancel cultured him, and now a lot of people are asking not only why this guy was invited, but why this guy is being canceled and many other very controversial people aren't.
Themselves. And but one of them has struck back. Young Pharaoh, who is some guy, I'm not familiar with him except to say that he was a canceled CPAC speaker because he's been espousing, and apparently he has been, and he embraces it, anti-Semitism. I think it was in tweets or comments. And he has gone on to, I guess, shoot a little video saying that this is incredibly hypocritical because my peeps at CPAC, they're also anti-Semitic. We're on the same team.
Matt Slack, okay? Matt Slack, who is heavily involved with CPAC, okay? Matt Slack, this is from 2019, from Media. Matt Slack defends himself after posting insane tweet about George Soros and anti-Semitism. So, here's the thing. Matt Slack, now look at what Matt Slack said. Matt Slack said George Soros is not hated because he is Jewish. It is because he is the architect of the destruction of Western civilization. I agree. I agree, Matt Slack. I agree. But here's the thing, though. They didn't tell Matt Slack that. Watch this. Wait a minute. Hold up.
It doesn't matter what Max Slack said. You said that he is the motherfucking president of it. He can say whatever the fuck he want to say and still be invited. He's the president. You are I don't think he, nigga, who did you think that you was? For real.
Max Slack. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. He's the chair. He's the chair. Here we go. Look.
He's the chairman.
I knew that.
He's the chair. He's the chair. Now this is from CPAC 2021. CPAC 2021. Max Slack. Chairman. He's the fucking Max Slack.
What you thought he was going to uninvite himself? He's the fucking chairman. What you thought that he was going? He's going to uninvite himself?
The chairman of the American Conservative Union. You hear that? This is from CPAC 2021. Max Slack also said this about George Soros, that he's the architect of the destruction of Western civilization. Now, I said the same shit, but the only difference is I got kicked the fuck off. I got publicly slandered and lied on, and I got publicly motherfucking lynched for saying the same shit that the fucking chairman said himself. Okay, but they want to say racism don't exist.
Young Pharaoh has been canceled, which is funny because the Florida event later this week has as its theme America Uncanceled. Irony. What are we gonna do about this?
Kundalini yoga. So you think they were just sitting up in there doing yoga and stuff? Her on the floor and stuff. Yeah, he got his shirt off and stuff. Him reciting mantras. You think that's the only damn thing that they were doing when they were at his house? You got to be crazy. Because when we start speaking about Kundalini, there's no way that we can leave out tantric yoga and what goes along with tantric yoga and sexual intercourse, sexual role play. Shit. Ain't nowhere in the hell. You know it was some shit going on up in there. I think Pharaoh let his guard down. And as much as what he was attracted to light-skinned women, one damn thing about it, he definitely could not resist this woman. I think the Jewish community, they made good on sending her to him, because after she left, young Pharaoh was never the same.
Hadn't heard a damn thing. Hadn't never seen this woman. She just pops up out of nowhere. And after that, young Pharaoh then started acting differently. Thing about this woman, which listen to her say voodoo.
So to answer your question, this is one of the early red flags I had. There was some more, in the beginning.
Listen to her start acting differently. Thing about this woman, which then start acting different.
Bro, you can't tell me King World ain't smoking crack, bro. Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, that yoga lady bad than a motherfucker. That yoga lady was bad. But you can't tell me
out of nowhere. And after that,
you can't tell me this nigga ain't a crackhead. There's no way you can tell me this old motherfucker ain't smoking crack, bro. Look at it. He looks sick. He look like he got cancer. I don't give a fuck what y'all say, bro. That nigga look like he got cancer or he doing some type of hard drug.
Young Pharaoh then start acting differently. Thing about this one.
Look at him. Look at the hood. Look at the hoodie. Look how, that's probably an extra small hoodie. that motherfucking hoodie looks like he melted in it. He's so skinny. I thought I was skinny. God damn, bro. You look like you doing chemo. One time his eyes are drooping and shit.
Which listen to her say voodoo.
Bro, you didn't do no research on none of the shit that you was chanting. First of all, I'm asking. Wait. First of all, what does chant mean? What am I chanting right now? What are you trying to get me to chant? Because this sounds like a ritual. I ain't never seen no yoga where you gotta chant something. And you didn't catch. Bro, you didn't realize how many times have you seen a yoga class and these motherfuckers is chanting something? And that didn't bing. Hold on, lady. What you got me here trying to do? You here chanting. Bro, you don't realize you're talking about rituals? You didn't realize that you was doing one? Nothing in your brain told you was doing a ritual. When you started chanting. How many yoga classes you seen when motherfuckers was chanting some shit? I never knew that shit neither. When you gotta chant something in yoga, my nigga. Soon she down there, repeat after me. Hold, lady. The fuck we? Hold up. First of all, you better get that devil shit out of my house. I need to burn some sage. You got to go. I need to burn some sage. You can let all types of demons up in this motherfucker. I'm burning sage. The second she get the wild and hold on. Hold on, lady. Getting my crosses out and everything. Go grab my see if it burned on her skin. Blasphemy. Throwing holy water on her. Blasphemy. All types of shit. I ain't even religious, but I'm throwing something type of holy water on it. Blasphemy. I rebuke you. You devil. She look good though, but still. He got to, see this how you know a woman or any type of woman. And maybe what if the government did though? He's vulnerable when it comes to women. And you got CPAC's attention. You think they sent these women in? Not Camille and them and Golden, but all these other women. You think you? No, don't let me get let me get them started. Oh, even Remy said they set him up. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm saying he's very vulnerable when it comes to women. If he wanted to set his ass up, he already got set up. He was at the bar and at the mall flashing money. They sent the bad bitch at him. Set him right up.
So to answer your question, this is one of the early red flags that I had. There was some more, in the beginning, but this was the first major red flag that I had. Because by this time, I had already become a Kemetic yoga instructor. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Kemetic yoga or Kemetic Egyptian yoga, but it's the very earliest art form of yoga, because yoga originated with us out of Kemet.
Hold on, Mr. Judge. Who's you fools? Hold on. Pause. Time out. That's a weakness you fools have. Who's you fools? What you mean by that? What you mean by that, bro? You got to elaborate on that. Who's you fools? First off, let's just start there. Who's you fools? Who's you fools?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Blink, blink, blink. Oh, okay, all right. I don't know. You sound like you was going off the deep end for a second. That's why I had to ask.
A big red flag, you know what I'm saying, was a whole Buffalo trip. We went out to Buffalo. He shipped his car out ahead of time. We flew out to Buffalo, you know what I'm saying, to see his son for his birthday. And then, to flex his whip. So we, driving through the city and whatnot, going through some of the old neighborhoods, talking to some people or whatever.
716 TV. Go follow my Instagram at 716.
Alright, let them know we're going 716 TV, man.
This your boy Young Pharaoh the God. What's up with you, family? We out here on 716 TV. Shout out to the family right here. Before we even get to
now, this is when he got the daycare money. Even Ace Heru said this was the first major red flag that he wasn't right. The Buffalo trip. He shipped his car out there, and what did he want to do? He wanted to go back. He didn't want to go back and help nobody. See, this was a red flag right here, because you got money from the people, right? And instead of taking some of that back to the hood and helping all these people out there or doing something, you wanted to stun on them. You shipped your car all the way down there just to show it off and stun on them. Went back to the block just to stun on them. Didn't give no money to the people, no nothing. You ain't do nothing. I ain't saying you just got to go out and hand out some money. Did you give anything back to the community? Anything? Did you do anything for your community? No, he didn't. He just took his money, his cars, and his jewelry out there to shit on.
this interview, I want to let everybody know, if you from the town, call my boy, hit him on IG at 716TV. Y'all mean to come get this interview? Y'all mean because we gotta support ours. Ain't nobody bigger than the family, and ain't nobody bigger than y'all mean the growth. So this is deeper than just y'all mean pulling up on somebody's channel and trying to do an interview. This is about supporting our supporting each other as black men, trying to find another way to feed our family, opposed to doing what we don't want to have to do, but what we be having to do. So with that being said, man, shout out to 716 TV. If you from the town, come get on here. If you coming through the town and you want to just, show some love to the city, hit my family up. So this is my first time pulling up on here. This is not gonna be my last joke. And shout out to all of the, all of the family I done seen on here. Everybody from the town that's holding it down and doing their thing. So let's link up and turn up, straight up.
So how did you get the name Young Pharaoh, bro?
Boom, beautiful question. So I came across the name, Young Pharaoh. I call it an attribute, because I believe that your name is an expression of your personality and your state of psychology. Okay. So when I was like 15 is when I honed in on what my spirit was already locked in on, and that was just black history, but specifically Egyptian culture. So I'm very well versed and aware that we was all around this globe. But my spirit draws me to what we call ancient Egypt or Kemet. So at that time I was young, and I considered myself to be like a reincarnated Pharaoh spiritually. So there we go, Young Pharaoh. But y'all probably can't see it. It's on one of these sides. I got a damn pyramid on my neck. I was like 15 when I got that. So the title, it just stuck with me, and it's just something I crown myself due to finding myself spiritually and what I identify with.
For sure. So, what part of Buffalo you from, bro?
I'm from this part of Buffalo. Exactly where we at right now. If you know where we at, you know where we at. If you don't know where we at, Nigga, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you.
For sure. So how was it growing up on the east side of Buffalo?
Man, shoot. I mean, it was crazy.
And around this time, this was the same time that Camille was there, and we already know what happened with Camille, with the whole juice and ice and all that or whatnot. Yeah. And then you know, he jumped on it. I was in shock. And Golden was like, "Hey, do something," and then I snapped out of it and jumped on him and pulled him off of her and all that. So we already know that story. I've already told it once.
Now listen, let me tell y'all what my problem is, right? And I'm letting everybody know I'm going through family court. I'm going through family court to get my son. I'm gonna go through family court, but I gotta say what the fuck I want to say. Y'all not gonna tell me I can't say what the fuck I want to say, because this bitch got me ready to knock this bitch head off. Now with that being said, let me tell y'all something. I'm on the phone with my son yesterday, right? I do this shit all the time because my kids' moms want my goddamn kids to be phone tablet babies. I don't want my kid to be no goddamn iPhone motherfucking baby. All my son mom do is sit my son in front of the fucking TV. This fat bitch don't read with him. She don't do shit with him. She don't even raise my son. Her funky ass, nasty, cobweb, pussy ass mama is raising my motherfucking son. And no disrespect to his mama, his grandmama, you too old. You can't run around with him. You can't flip with him. You can't get active with him. You an old ass lady, pretty much. So they just sit my fucking son in front of the goddamn electronics all day. Ain't nobody reading to him. Ain't nobody teaching him how to write his goddamn name. Ain't nobody teaching my son no fucking literary skills.
But yet we have yet to see you do that either. We didn't even see you do that with your daughters when you had your daughters living with you. Not one time did we see you sit down and read a book with them. Not one time did we see you teach them any literary skill. Nigga, how you gonna teach them some shit that you ain't even well versed in? Make that make sense.
None at all. And when I try to teach them, now this bitch is usurping my authority. Every time I say something to my son, to hear this bitch come. This is why we got to do it at my house, because I'm chastising my son lightly and respect like a father, and this fat ass Oompa Loompa cyclone body ass motherfucking Hurricane Dorian body ass bitch want to jump in and say something when nobody talking to this big ass McCrusty ass fat bitch. And so that being said, now peep game. Now,
bro, this was childish. Like, to see a grown man sit there and disrespect the mother of his children like that. And then you got people agreeing with him and saying, yeah, this, that, and the third. Yeah, like, come on, bro. How old are we? And he's in his 30s at this time. Well, late 20s, going on 30. And there was people his age and my age sitting there agreeing with him. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? We are not in high school. This is what high school children do. Double O, what's up? Make sure y'all hitting that like button.
I'm on the phone with my son yesterday. I'm teaching him his planets. Now, I ain't looked at this shit in so long because I got it all memorized. I'm teaching him the planets out of order. I'm telling him Uranus was the 5th planet.
Now, I want you to listen to what he just said. He said he teaching his son the planets because he has it memorized. Keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. He said he got it memorized. He knows all the planets. The fuck you teaching him something that you don't even know, that you got it memorized.
His planet. Now, I ain't looked at this shit in so long because I got it all memorized. I'm teaching him the planets out of order. I'm telling him Uranus was the 5th planet when really Jupiter was the 5th planet. So it's really Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, or Neptune, Uranus. Wait a minute, let me get it right. It's Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and I think Neptune, Uranus, Pluto. Hold on, let me double check. I need to be right. Because I can't be teaching my son his planets wrong. But anyway, long story short, yeah, so I'm teaching my son his goddamn planets. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on, let me make sure I got this shit right. Planets in order. Tell you right now. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Okay, yeah. Uranus, Neptune, Pluto.
How the fuck are you teaching him something? You said you got it memorized. You ain't need to look at it because you got it memorized. How are you teaching him something that you don't even know? I remember when you said you were trying to teach him the periodic table. You said you had that memorized. You didn't. You're trying to teach him the circumference of a circle. I remember when he was trying to teach math and he thought he was teaching something that's profound, the circumference of a circle and all that, and motherfucker told him like, nigga, we learned this shit in 5th grade. You trying to teach us some shit that we learned already in 5th grade. But how are you teaching your son the planets and you don't even know? You get mad at him because he ain't getting it right, and you don't even know. That's diabolical. That's just straight diabolical. Shit, man that doesn't understand carbon ain't gonna know the planets. Right. You did not have it memorized.
Now, with that being said, so Neptune, guys, just so we all on the same chord, Neptune is the 8th planet. Now, with that being said, and that's the planet of Poseidon, water. Anyway, I ain't gonna go into that. But anyway, so peep game. Now, I'm teaching my son his planets, right? Now, I'm only on the phone with my son for like probably 5 minutes at a time before he want to get off the goddamn phone and go run and watch whatever the fuck he watch, Paw Patrol or whatever the fuck. Now, my rule is this. I don't mind my son being a kid. I ain't got a problem with that. My problem is you're not going to be no fucking dummy. You're not going to grow up and be no dumbass. You're not going to grow up and be a criminal. None of that. So I tell my son simply, I said, hey, you know the rules. If you want to get off the phone, recite.
How you gonna stop him from growing up and being a thug and a criminal and you're not there? You can say whatever you want on the phone. You think being a phone daddy, that's what my father was, a phone father. That didn't stop me from doing what I wanted to do. You're not present. Your word means nothing. My mom used to call you, I'm going to call your dad. Call him. Hopefully he shows up to do something, because he's not. I used to look at my mom like she was fucking crazy. I'm calling your dad. Like, when I was a kid, when I was like 10, I mean, like maybe under 10, 9, 10 years old, maybe that worked. After 11, 12, I'm looking at her like, I don't care. Ain't nobody scared of him. This nigga's nowhere to be found. And that's the same way. Yeah, I don't know him. I'm like, I'm calling him. I don't know this nigga. That's how he feels about you. That's why he don't want to be on the phone with you. Because he don't fucking know you. Listen to why he explain the story and tell me this ain't. I ain't telling the truth. It's not that he don't want to listen. He don't fucking know you.
Like your planets. So we go through the planets, right? My son, he make it up to like 5. He make it up to Jupiter by himself. I'm proud of him though. He make it up to Jupiter by himself. Now I'm like, okay, now that you got the first 5, we got to get the last 4. So I'm trying to teach him the last 4. He run in the goddamn living room with his mom and go lay on his mom. Now when he go lay on his mom, right? When he go lay on his When he go lay on his mom, right? When he go lay on his mom, he not trying to recite his planets no more.
No, because all you're doing is chastising him. You just said you and Camille got into a fight because you were chastising him. You're describing being on the phone with him and you're chastising him. That's all they know. I kept trying to say this with your daughters too. All you're doing is chastising them. You're not present. So all the kids know you for is this nigga on the phone that's chastising you. And I have a way to, when you're present, they don't have a way around it. But you're not present. So here you go, Mom. Here you go. I don't want to talk. He doesn't get that or understand that about kids because you're not around your kids to know. You have not raised kids to know. Even when they were there, all you wanted to do was sit on the phone and record yourself, doing live streams and shit like that. You see with my kids, sometimes a lot of them even come in, you see them running in and out, all that. Your kids were nowhere to be found. Anytime you were live, maybe sometimes you would have them there, but usually no. And then when you're on the phone with them, all you're doing is chastising. Oh, you're gonna learn the planets. You're gonna learn this. You're gonna learn that. Kids don't want to hear that shit. They just want to talk to their dad. They don't want. If you were present in their life, then there's times where you can do that. But if they're only talking to you for a certain amount of time, you can't just. You're chastising them the whole time. So all they're going to know you for is the guy who's screaming on the phone or telling me to do some shit I don't want to do, chastising me about it. They don't want to hear it. He's going to go run to his mom. I don't want to hear. I don't want to be on the phone with him. I want to watch Paw Patrol. I don't want to be on the phone with him. And you're blaming it on the mother and their parents saying that they're putting bugs in you. No, you put the bug in their ear when you kept chastising. Right, he's supposed to be on vacation and you chastising him about the fucking order of the planets. You don't give a fuck about that. He's a kid. You don't give a damn about that.
So his mom has, like I've been telling y'all, been planting seeds in my son's head that he don't gotta respect or listen to his father. With her fat goofy ass. Cause that bitch don't respect or listen to her goofy ass father. Okay?
See, you see the problem there? He believes that it's the mom's fault and her parents' fault, that it's your fault. You're not present. He's not gonna respect you at all. Just because you have the title of being his dad does not make him respect you. You're not there. You're not present. He don't know you.
Now peep gang. And like I said, bitch, I'm not your father. Your mother run your father, bitch. I'm not your weak ass father or your weak ass brother. I'll slap the shit out your mom and you. Now with that being said, peep gang. Wow. Now my son go lay on his mom. Now when he laying on his mom, right? He laying on his mom, motherfucking, he don't want to recite his planets. So I'm like, I ain't get loud or nothing, I swear to God on my life. Ask Qua. Qua was right there. Qua was right there. I said, hey Roo, this is exactly how I said, hey Roo.
Oh, what did you say?
Qua was right there. My life. Ask Qua. Qua was right there. Nothing, I swear to God on my life. Ask Qua. Qua was right there. Nothing, I swear to God on my life. Ask Qua. Qua was right there. Or nothing, I swear to God on my life. Ask Qua. Qua was right there.
Now, I want to give y'all some context on who Qua, aka Qua School Beazle is. Qua, aka Qua School Beazle, is the man that he claimed when he shot at his Golden Beauty's house, he's the man that he claimed that Golden Beauty sent to his house to rob him. Rob him. When he shot at his baby mom's house. He's the man that he claimed he was at his house for a whole year. Qua met him at a party and became his bodyguard and his right-hand man. He was there for a whole year. After Qua left, well, Qua was the one Qua's gun was the gun he used to shoot at Golden Beauty house. So to explain why Qua gave him the gun, he claimed that Qua was there to rob him. Golden Beauty sent him to rob him, and he took the gun from Qua. Instead of firing any shots at Qua, he got in his car and went to his baby mom's house and shot at her house. I wish you I was making this shit up. He claimed, now this is the man he's talking about. Ask Qua, he was there. Qua this and Qua my right hand man, and that's my best friend. Threw him under the bus for an excuse to why he shot at his baby mom's house. Now, let's just skip the fact that Qua stayed at his house for a year and was his right hand man, his best friend. Let's just skip over that, because that's true. If you were at my house and you robbed me with a gun and I wrestled the gun out your hand, I'm shooting you. I'm not going to take the gun, jump in my car, ride to my baby mother's house, knowing that the kids, ride to my baby mother's house with the gun, knowing that my kids are there, shoot at the house, knowing that the kids are there, then ride back to the house and give this man an alibi for the police for why he robbed. I shit you not, that's his story. He said Golden Beauty sent his right-hand man, who she don't know at all, stranger to her, to rob him. He takes the gun from him, jumps in his car, shoot at the house with his baby mom and then in the house. Almost hit one of the kids or his baby mom. Then comes back to the house, gives that man $3,000 and an alibi for in case the police stop him when he leaves. I shit you not, that's his story. I wish I was making some shit like that up, and people believed it. That's the worst part about it. People believed it. And Qua helped him. That's what I'm saying. Qua helped him pay his bills. Qua was getting cooked on the internet defending this man, and he threw Qua under the bus for some bullshit. That's the grimiest shit I ever seen. That man held you down for 2 years. I mean, we was roasting him on the internet, and he never, even though he knew you were lying, he even lied for you. And you threw him under the bus. Fed him to the wolves in order to save yourself.
I was right there. I said, hey, Ru, this is exactly how I said, hey, Ru, why now that you around your mother, you don't want to recite your planets? That's all I said. I said, why now you around your mother, you don't want to recite your planets? That's all I said. And the reason I'm saying that, because these text messages finna be important. Motherfucking Here this fat gumbo ass bitch come. Here she come with her fat ass. It ain't that he don't want to recite his plans around me. He don't like you. You don't spend no time with him. No, fat bitch. You won't let me see my son because you're fat ass mad you can't get a fucking Happy Meal. That's why. You won't let me see my son because you're fat ass mad that somebody won't return you to SeaWorld with your big goofy dumbo lumbo ass. So it's not that I don't want to spend time with my son, because I asked this fat bitch, can I come get him and bring him back myself like I used to do? This bitch gonna tell me no because I'm not mentally stable. No, bitch. You're mad because you can't control me financially, and you mad I got my own shit, and you used to talking to broke ass niggas who gotta beg you to shower across from your sunroom. What kind of bitch let a nigga this anyway? Like I said, and then so people can this bitch get to going off on me.
That's not what happened, bro. I don't know who you thought I was. Did y'all ever see that meme when it was like a nigga gets to hitting you and you get to be like, damn, I'm not such and such? Like, I'm not whoever the hell you was just imagining in your head. Like, you was punching me. Like, I couldn't sleep on my side. Like, I couldn't sleep.
I forgot about this. He punched this woman so hard that she couldn't sleep on her side. But the power level was a 6. Now, she's a thick woman. I don't believe she's fat. Camille's a thick woman, thicker than a Snickers. Camille got a body. She's one of those plus size women, but is she not 2+? You know what I mean? She's not too big. She big boned it, but she's thick in all the right places. So to hit her and hard enough for her not to, she got some cushion. She's not fat, but she got some cushion. So that you had to really put some power into that punch for her to not be able to sleep on her side. Yeah, the punch, he beat right. And Asa Rue's gonna say it. He beat her. That's why she got her revenge when he came up to the party. They whooped his ass. He's still mad about that. That's the real reason why he's upset. He thought that he was gonna go up to that party and bully her, forgetting that it was her family there and just him. They whooped his ass. Before you can know all that Muay Thai and all that other shit, but getting jumped, you're not Ung-Buck, nigga. You're not Tony Jai, nigga. You only trained to fight one person, and you thought you if you don't see the other person coming, you take him by surprise. That's somebody hit you from the side, then one come from the other side, and you hold on, wait. You go into defense mode. You're not in offense anymore. You know what I mean? You think you bullying her and then oh wait, hold up. You don't go into offense. When you're being jumped from all sides, you're not in offense. This isn't a movie where you and you know that you hold up. Oh wait. You trying to curl up. Oh wait. You trying hold on. You trying to curl up. You ain't throwing punches and dipping shit and no, you wait, hold on. Y'all jumping. You curl up. That's your automatic instinct. When you're fighting multiple people. This ain't no fucking movie. And they whooped his ass and sent him home. Get your bitch ass up out of here. She got her leg back.
Like, I couldn't sleep. Like, I could not sleep. Like, I used to sleep and, like, see that shit and be like, I gotta be up. Like, I'm like, that shit, like, we not gonna downplay this one. You can downplay the relationship. You got that 5 years ago. Boom. You got that. But this right here, nah, baby boy. Like, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that L. I'm not allowing you to just have one side of the story. Everybody who knows me knows I'm really cool as hell. In all honesty, you just don't fuck with me, dog. You don't fuck with me as a person. And I feel like that's cool, but you shouldn't have tried to force yourself to fuck with me.
After they left, you know, I told them that was fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you went too far. It was some bullshit. He was like, man, you know, fuck that. These bitches this, these bitches that, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? But, you know, so, you know, I'm really starting to see some major behavioral changes in him. Kundalini yoga, the whole Camille incident, other women. Then I'm not going to bring into the equation because they're not really relevant at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he started to see some women or whatnot. One that he was very fond of at one point, but they didn't really kind of make it.
You said you was going to the store. It's been Whole Foods is 8-15 minutes. So I'm gonna tell you right now, you see me calling you, you're not answering the phone. You better pull your ass back up. Facts. You better pull your ass back up in my shit. And I'm not playing. Period. Or you gonna get lit the fuck up when you get here. And you better get your ass back here now, and I'm not playing no games. You see me calling that fucking phone. You just play way too many games for me. I don't play games like that.
Cross the line, baby. You know I beat you. You know my views is shorter than the motherfucker and long at the same time.
All right, we at 3 hours. This one I'm gonna stop this at. I'll continue this video tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie, so I'm a little tired from work. I don't want to fall asleep on y'all. So this one I'm gonna stop this at. I don't want to fall asleep on y'all. I'm getting a little tired, and I feel myself getting a little dozy. So we gonna nip this in the bud. We're gonna stop this right here, right now. So I'm gonna get on y'all tomorrow, y'all. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that stopped by. Like I said, we live streamers, y'all to make these lives lit. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It's your boy, the one and only Brenda's baby, Remy L. My aunt. You just tuned in to Rim TV. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Till then.